All right, so welcome to session 64. So previously, you had gone through and dealt with the priest in an interesting way by bringing forth the Cthulhu moment. Um, After dealing with the priest, you prepared and had the meeting with the Archon, in which case you learned about his request for you to join an expedition heading out to where he believes there's the Triton are gathering. Afterward, you had used your new abilities to scan the area and detected several more of the sword creatures nearby. And so you traced them down to a villa, and you had just arrived at about noon. So I'll go ahead and take you to the map. All right, so you find the road to the villa. You see two kind of hills kind of leading up to an upper area with trees. The path travels ahead into the main building, and then the path splits either direction to various walled off areas, and then continues past the main building to several buildings in the background that are outside the map area. And on one of the hills stands a person who notices your arrival. I'm assuming you guys came in, landed, and then came in your avatar forms.
Yeah, we would have needed 10 minutes for that.
Fair enough.
Or, well, I would have. I guess anybody who's already in their avatar forms wouldn't have lost it from that.
Yeah, fair enough. Anyway, so you come down the road and you see the villa ahead, and the person stops. He yells out to you and he says, "Welcome, travelers. What business do you have at the Pythias Villa?"
Now, hold on, I'm trying to do the math here. Let's see, if it was 1 hour and one, two, and it was four passes. So one, two, three, four, essentially five. We would be able to move 30 in windwalk form. So if I'm doing my math right, uh, yeah, that probably would have taken about 10 minutes and another 10 minutes. So actually, based on this, I should probably have about 40 minutes worth of the locate creature still running.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, then as you got closer, the two pings that you were getting before resolved into three. Um, Two of the pings are definitely coming from inside the building to the north,
Mhm.
and one of the pings is coming from the walled off area um, to the west, to the northwest.
All right. Um, well, telepathically to the others, we probably do not want to fight right now. If we can figure out who it is we need to deal with, we can deal with that later, perhaps.
Uh, Judge just gives a nod because he can't reply verbally.
Hmm.
Same.
Okay, so what do you respond to the person who hailed you, or do you just keep walking?
We were just passing through. But is this villa responsible for the amazing vineyards that are in the area?
Well, I'm afraid the lady of the house isn't expecting visitors. If you have business, perhaps, but otherwise, I would ask you to come back another day.
Where in relation to Cephesus are we at the moment?
You're to the south, probably maybe half a mile quarter mile to half mile, somewhere in between there.
All right.
Basically, you have the main town center, and then as you go off the main road, you have various farms and vineyards to the south, and then yeah, so then this would be one of those vineyards that's kind of off the road. There's no reason to pass through it to get to anywhere, since it's off the main road, not part of a thoroughfare.
Mm-hmm.
Do these walled off areas have roofs on them? Like full buildings?
Sorry, say that again?
Do these walled off areas have roofs on them, or they
No,
like
they do not. You can in fact see trees standing up above them. I'll go ahead and give you some height here. Does that not work? That does not seem to be working. All right. Let me fix that for you real quick. No, it shouldn't be there. Let me try adjusting it further then. Try 15. Still no. All right, I can just put you on the other side if you want to. If you want to look around. No, that's not working either. Oh, I see. Because you don't have sight through the bird. You would have to concentrate on it and lose your consciousness to do that. So it can tell you what it sees though, and what it sees are a number of paths leading past and a number of trees. If you go far enough, eventually you get some other buildings.
Okay. You'd like to kind of stay over here. Oh. Hello?
You want to see its eyes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just kind of grab Gizzard's hand, and if we start walking, he'll lead me, but I want to look through his eyes.
I think I have owl vision somewhere here. Where did it go? I don't. I'll do it manually. All right. Now you can see it. So go ahead and move your token around, and you can check it out. So as you can see, you see several trees. You see a path going through. You see a gate that leads back out to the main area. If you are looking for the creature, go ahead and give me a perception check. And I am going to do something real quick. So what is that? 14 plus it has advantage. Okay, so all right. So as it flies around looking for the creatures, it does not spot it. All right. So what are you the rest of you doing?
Well, perhaps you can help us, sir. We're investigating some sightings of unusual creatures in the area. We've been led to believe that somebody may be keeping them when they're not supposed to. Have you seen any unusual creatures or noticed anyone acting odd at all?
Telemon did say something about that. Please follow the road until you get to the steps above, and I'll meet you there. And you see he starts walking along the top of the hill, and then eventually gets to the steps.
Okay, I'll definitely keep up.
I'll just be led by Gizzard, because I'm still closing my eyes, looking out the house.
All right. So as you arrive, Cyclone, the person, he stops in front of the stairs and he says, the name is Epizellus. I'm a hand here. I work at the villa here for the couple that owns it. You should be able to see the name now if you hover over the token. And our friend here, Telemon, he says, I remember he mentioned something to me, so perhaps we should walk over and speak to him. Telemon, come over here, please. And you can see another person kind of, he's, he has some tools in his hands, like rakes, and he's got a shovel off to one side, and then he walks up. And he bows his head a little and he says, "The name's Telemon. What can I do for you?" And as he says that, Epizelos says, "Well, these people, they're looking for strange creatures that they say someone is keeping. You mentioned something that you saw the other night, didn't you?" And Telemon nods. Says it was dark. Mm, early morning, I would say. And I saw it looked like a big dog, perhaps, but it looked wrong, almost insectoid. Anyway, I saw it run that way, and he points toward the walled-off area. But I didn't think much of it. I figured my eyes were playing tricks on me, and so I mean, he kind of looks down and says, "Well, truth be told, I did try to investigate initially, and well, he shows you this kind of wound on his leg where it's kind of ripped through his clothes, and you can see bandages. Well, it did strike at me, and it was at that point that I decided that whatever it wasn't worth dealing with."
Hmm. Well, it is good to know. Obviously, such creatures are quite the hazard, which is why we are investigating these. And even as strange as the sighting may be, you, of course, are no doubt familiar with the other recent sightings from a few weeks ago and people disappearing. So any leads, no matter how strange they be, we do wish to take seriously.
He nods and says, "Well, the owners of the villa, they are an elderly couple, so I didn't mention any of this to them. I figured to chase the creature away, and well, it more just decided where it wanted to go. But it didn't go into the villa." He raises his hands. So I figured it would run off and do its thing, and well, so I just told Epizelos here.
Well, in that case, we wouldn't want to disturb the owners, but perhaps we will investigate, make sure that the creature is not anywhere present. We certainly wouldn't want it to return and hurt you or anyone you care about.
Of course. So let's see. Judge. Actually, no, that'd be you, Cyclone. So Cyclone, and as you're talking to the guy, Telemon here, he is hiding or something, or at least not telling the whole story. He seems like he seems a bit nervous, and he seems like there's definitely something he doesn't want other people to know.
Well, I'll sit on that for a moment. Could you show me where you last saw the creature?
Yes. Come this way, and then he takes you down the road, and then eventually he gets to this. He points at this wall here, and he says, I think it climbed the wall, although he scratches his head. I almost want to say it flew, but yeah, that doesn't make any sense. But anyway, it went over that wall.
Oh, thank you. Well, let us see what we can find here. I'm gonna go ahead and carefully check the wall and the bushes, see if I can spot any tracks or signs of it being clawed at or anything.
Sure, go ahead and give me a survival check. All right, so with a 20, you can see that there's some claw marks near the top of the wall. The wall itself is about 10 feet tall. And yeah, there's just some claw marks, but clearly not enough to support the creature. So you suspect that it probably did kind of grab and then fly.
Hmm. So it is indeed on the other side of the wall. Is there anything important over here? Do people live on this side?
Oh, over the wall we have some trees that grow fruit. It's one of our crops, and there are some buildings in there if you go far enough. But the hands may be working there. But other than that, there's nothing else really.
Well, I do see some tracks here. I can see where the creature scrabbled up the wall as you described. I would like to check on the other side to follow where the tracks are.
He kind of looks around and Epizellus follows behind, and he kind of looks. Um, can I let them in? And then he looks and he says, I don't see the harm. If they are seeking this creature, if it is as vicious as it seems to be, it would be good for them to catch it. And then Telamon looks at the rest of you and he says, "So you are experts at catching these creatures?"
We are proficient at tracking down a great many threats. This is just one of many concerns, but we were involved in helping deal with the issue that was causing people to disappear previously, so we do consider ourselves capable of solving problems such as this.
He takes a deep breath and he says, "All right." He hands you a key. He says, "You can use this to unlock the gate."
Hmm. Thank you. I tip my hat to you.
He nods.
All right. Well, in that case, go ahead and
All right, I'll go ahead and unlock
wait for
it.
the others. Mhm.
All right, you open up the gate. It swings open, and indeed you can see a bunch of trees. It looks like their fruit hasn't matured yet, so you don't really see any fruit at the moment. But they do look like trees that would bear fruit. The path continues on, but you're pretty sure that your detection detected them from somewhere in this area. So you doubt you'd have to go much further.
Telemon telepathically to Judge and Gizzard and presumably Darcy.
Yeah, eventually.
I'm gonna go ahead and let the others know that I do believe Telemon is hiding something. Perhaps he has seen the creatures do more than he is letting on.
Perhaps.
Interesting.
To see how he reacts to us actually catching one, or do you think this is more of a misdirection?
Well, I do not know. He has at least been somewhat cooperative here, so now I am detecting there may be a third one, but let us take this one at a time. For now, I just want to figure out who would be hosting these parasites, if any. We can decide what to do later. All right. Any particular direction I'm feeling this from?
Probably from somewhere around here. Your spell isn't giving you. I mean, it's giving you the general area, but actually, let's read the spell. What? How precise is it?
It does say that you know the distance and the direction.
Okay, so you do know it's somewhere over here. Perhaps in the trees or under the ground, but you don't see anything.
Interesting. So it has not infected anyone yet. Gizzard, could you close the gate?
Sure.
All right. As I get close, do I kind of feel that it's higher or lower?
It's probably higher. It's probably in the tree. If you want to try to actually spot it, you can give me a perception check.
Yep, I'm going to go ahead and try that.
Can Gavin give him some assistance?
Telepath.
Go ahead.
Telepathically to the others, I will say I do believe it to be in the tree, and kind of nod in its direction.
Well, you did roll its stealth, so you as you look up in the tree, you can kind of see this strange area, kind of, where something is hanging off a branch, and it looks kind of green and leafy. But it's odd to you that you have this kind of bulbous shape hanging down that looks leafy. It's just not something you've seen before. So you have some sense that might be it.
How far up the tree is it?
It is about 30 feet. I'll go ahead and show it on the map, even though currently we're just seeing this bulbous figure.
All right. How do we want to deal with these? If it were closer to the ground, this would be easier.
I'm going to go ahead and turn on a grid real quick.
So, Judge, do you have any suggestions as to...
I'm going to assume Darcy came in. Go ahead.
Well, perhaps if you had a way to pull it out of the tree, or maybe if the tree itself could be ensnaring.
Well, I could get it down perhaps as far as 15 feet, but there is no guarantee that that would work.
I'm thinking if you can pull it off of the branch it's on, it will simply fall.
Well, that is a good point. It is sitting still. It is not currently flying. How far down do you need it?
How high up is my reach?
So, your reach is technically 5 feet, so I would assume that it would have to be 5 feet vertically of you as well. Actually, you already know, I'd say 10 feet vertically of you, since you already have all your height. So, yeah, within 10 feet of you.
Okay.
Or 5 feet horizontally.
Yeah. So I'd have to actually kind of wander directly underneath it.
Sorry, you're getting underneath it?
Yeah, I'd have to kind of wander directly underneath it and be ready straight up.
Oh, is this something you are ready for then?
I'm going to move you
I believe so.
So I can access the creature to set initiative and all that fun stuff. There you go.
All
All right.
right.
So what are you doing, Cyclone?
I've got two ideas in mind. One involves a bonus action. The other involves an action.
Well, it is very risky.
So one thing you guys can do is, if somebody wants to ask Darcy what her ETA is, we can hold off until she's here before you get into a fight. But if she looks like it's still going to be a while, we can just go ahead and move forward.
Oh, okay, hold on a second. I can do that.
Or you can just move forward regardless if you guys, that's what you guys want to do.
Okay. I sent her a question. I didn't get a reply yet, but I can say to Cyclone, I do have a second idea. It is very, very.
Well, while we're figuring that out, everybody can. I'm going to go ahead and add everybody, and you can roll initiative.
It is very, very, very dangerous, but I believe it.
I don't think any of us can hear you, Judge.
Hold on.
Oh, the Pharisee rolled so well.
Do I sound any better now?
I can hear you now.
Okay. It's like, I am having an idea, but it is very, very, very dangerous. Would you be willing to help if we were to risk it?
What is your plan?
Gavel kind of makes a little loop and lands on Judge's shoulder. Judge takes out a small crystal and hands it to Gavel. It says, just be ready. He's very dangerous, yes. Shall we get into position under the thing, ready to catch it? Or
What is this crystal going to do?
inflict wounds upon the creature.
Well, it is a good enough start for anything. I was hoping to trap the thing first, but...
I'm not sure I have anything that can be so easily capturing. But now that I understand that, I will do my best to be stunning the creature. Remember, the last one could explode if it can do this at will. Capturing may be a moot point.
Well, it was more of a contain it to kill it sort of thing. Exploding in a little cage made of stone might help limit the blast.
Ah, yes. All right.
Well,
If
before you
you
guys do
can,
anything, Judge, go ahead and roll your initiative.
Oh, sorry, yes.
Yeah, I was just suspecting that Darcy probably doesn't have a good ETA, so we'll go ahead and get started. So what are you guys going to do?
Well, if you make this stone thing, I can perhaps just put it in there. If you can ensure.
Well, I need it to be in range first. It is too high up for me to. Well, let me think. Do you have
All right. We can do
Your
this
sick-
tag teaming. Oh, go
your
ahead.
sickening radiance? Does it it penetrate? Yes, it does penetrate walls.
Yes.
Let me think here. 6. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ah, okay. I think I've got an idea for this.
All right.
Okay, and the thing's 30 feet up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, what I could do then is I could use Wall of Stone where if I use 6 panels going straight up, then
You might not need to do that. If you just make the box on the ground, I can put it in there.
but it can fly.
But I can warp.
Well, if I can get the box in there without you having to do that, then you still have other resources.
Okay.
Yeah, well, because you may still need to do that anyway.
All right.
Gizzard, do you have any ideas for trapping this creature or bringing it to the ground?
Before you do that, I will mention that the sickening radiance says light spreads around corners, but it does not ignore walls. So if it can't just go through a wall, it has to go around a corner.
I mean, theoretically, I could paralyze it,
That could be
or confuse it.
The paralysis would be ideal.
Yeah. So let's see.
So just so you guys know, if you guys once you guys do something, then you'll do the thing, and then we go into a normal combat order.
Yes, I could theoretically. Yeah, that should work. Could theoretically hold monster. Let me see if I can link it. That didn't work. Hold on. Not considering the spell slot.
Okay. Is that what you're doing?
I'm using it so we can look at the spell.
Now we're still in the planning phase here.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I could try hold monster. In theory, it could work.
You feel like that
That
has a better
showed
chance
you
of
post haste.
working.
I
yeah.
know that anytime I've tried to use any form of paralysis since that very first fight, it has not worked. So maybe this will be the same, or maybe this guy doesn't have resistance because he's small.
Well, it is worth a try.
Yeah.
So, Judge, if we do catch it in the box, will you be able to? I suppose you will need to teleport in and do something and teleport out. Will you be able to do that?
If you're talking, we can't hear you.
You have to repeat that. You're cut out.
If we do manage to trap it in a box, Will you be able to get in there? I mean, well, and back out? Well, he's able to get out at least.
Yeah.
All right, we're switching to the second headset. Let's see if this works any better. Oh, can we hear me?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Sorry you cut out or I cut out. I didn't hear what your plan was, Cyclonin.
If we trap it in a box, will you be able to get in and out?
If you leave a tiny crack or a peeping hole for air, then I can definitely do something. Are you thinking of the entire sickening radiance, or do you think we should just be beating it down?
I am thinking the sickening radiance. It is probably best if we are not having to fight the thing, given the description is provided before. Gizzard, how about your slow spell? You do have that, correct?
I do.
And that does make creatures less capable of reacting, correct?
Yes, sir. I'm gonna go ahead and just, oh, damn. Come on. Oh. I should. I want to use it, but... There we go. I had to place a thing, unfortunately. I didn't mean to.
That's
But
fine.
that is
You
what
can
slowed it.
delete it.
Yeah.
That's
Even in circumstances, it sounds like a hold monster would probably be the better choice.
That's what I was thinking
yes,
as well.
very much so.
Mhm.
Well, in that case, here's what I am thinking. A Gizzard attempts to hold the monster. If it should fall on its own. If it does not, I will do something to try to pull it down. I will then try to put it in a box. We may have to wait a moment, but I could then use mold earth to clear a little opening so that you can see a little bit inside without it being a big enough opening for the creature.
Okay.
And then you should be able to do your magic. So, oh, in
And
fact,
Gavel
actually,
might
yeah,
be
because
Gavel might be able to knock it off of the tree also with one solid strike.
that may be worth trying as well. Yeah, I guess thinking about it, let me verify one thing with Wallow Stone. Any shape, crudely shaped wall, create carnations, battlements. So that's what I was looking for. Okay. Yeah, in that case, I will put a few little small portholes. That creature's pretty tiny. Well, actually, how big is the creature? Well, dog-sized, I
Yeah,
guess.
it's a small creature. It's technically still has reach and all that, but it can occupy the same square as a medium or larger creature. And it looks like Darcy joined us. So Darcy, I went ahead and rolled your initiative because they found one of the creatures at the villa. And
She's not in the call though, so
oh,
she can't hear us yet.
fair enough. Maybe I'll read. Anyway, you guys can still figure out what you're going to do so that when she does get on the call, we can get started.
All right, well, assuming Darcy doesn't come in, yes, the idea will be Gizzard attempts to paralyze the creature. Then I will put it in a box. Oh, there we go.
I'm finally here.
Hooray!
So what ended up happening is they arrived.
Crap happens.
Say that again.
Sorry for the delay. Crap happened.
No worries.
Fair enough. So yeah, we did get started, but like 15 minutes after, so you missed only about half an hour. But anyway, they arrived at the villa. They talked to some people. They can tell you what they said later. But for now, they had found one of the creatures, and it's currently hiding. But Cyclone had spotted it, which is why it's on the map, and so they're planning on how to take it out. I had everyone roll initiative. But since you weren't here, I went ahead and rolled for you so that you were in the tracker. You can see you're at the top. But the fight hasn't actually started yet.
Awesome.
All right, go ahead and continue, guys.
All right. So Darcy, do you happen to have it? Well, we have a plan for dealing with this creature. The current plan is Gizzard will cast Hold Monster to hopefully get it out of the tree. I will attempt to nudge it out if necessary, but then and try to encase it in a wall of stone. From there, it should be trapped, and we will then have many more options to deal with it. I believe the current plan is for Judge to use a Sickening Radiance to destroy the creature. Do you have any input on this? Perhaps any way to entrap or paralyze the creature?
To entrap a creature. So let me see. Going through the spell book.
Oh, and feel free to move, Darcy, if you want to be in another position. Since fighting hasn't started yet.
I mean, it doesn't really have anything that can like a forceful holding type thing. She can basically either attack the thing, or she can like conjure creatures to try to subdue it. That's about it. And she can like animate objects maybe, so maybe like make the tree perhaps, if the tree would count, and make the tree like bend and like try to crush it or something, or its branches to kind of hug it. That's all I got.
If you do have to summon creatures, I think I would recommend flying creatures such as eagles or owls or something, so that if it is in a position to flee, the creatures can at least keep up with it. Well, in that case,
The last possibility is for me to pluck it like an apple. It will struggle and scream, but I can get it to the ground. We would all have to attack from there.
well, I suppose we'll play it by ear. We'll try the initial plan with Gizzard paralyzing the creature. If that part goes well, then this should be fairly straightforward. If it does not go well, we will have to figure it out in real time.
Okay.
Okay, well, in that case, Gizzard, if you would do the honors.
Okay.
So you're casting Hold Monster?
Yeah, let me do that. And consume the
Okay,
spell
so it
slot.
has to make a DC 15 Wisdom check, so I'll do that now.
Is that updated for your new level?
Oh.
That DC 15 should be a lot higher.
DC. It does say
No, I
spell
haven't.
save DC 15. What does that come off of?
Charisma. No, I haven't done the last level up yet. I still need to.
Even then, though, what's your charisma?
Currently 17.
It's oh wait, the issue. Oh, that's armor class. Never mind. That's not the issue. Spellbook. It does say charisma. It's charisma 17, so that is weird. I wonder why.
I don't know if on the last level up we got a attribute point or not.
Your proficiency is +5, so 8 + 5 is 13, and then a 17 charisma should be a +3. So at the very least, it should be 16.
What? Oh, you're sorcerer level 10 and warlock level 12. Is that what you should be?
No, that's what I'm
I mean,
saying.
sorry,
More, I'm I think I'm a little behind on that. I still need to do the
Okay.
last couple level, or finish the last couple level ups.
All right. Well, at the very least, we can go ahead and
I'll do that
validate
one.
your class. So, what level are you guys? You guys are level
14.
14. So you need 2 more levels. So go ahead and
I'll do
use
that
your
one.
sorcerer and warlock levels as you want, so you get 2 total.
Yeah.
Okay, you got 13 so far. So
Yeah, I'm going.
okay. Okay. So that at least made the DC 16. So that's a little better.
That is a little better.
Unfortunately, it rolled a 17.
Oh, no, it didn't. Bandit's luck.
Wait, doesn't it have disadvantage?
No, that's the next spell.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Are you
All
serious?
right, it still rolled a 16, unfortunately. So, all right, so we begin combat. The hold creature spell did not work because you rolled a 1 on the d4, unfortunately. So, Darcy, the creature.
Wait. Oh, I do have one.
Yep, right for action.
All right, fair enough. So that just means it rolls again, right?
Yeah, it takes the worst. Yeah.
All right. So let's do that.
I think it can remove a 1 from the bend luck.
Okay, so there you go. It is paralyzed now.
Privately rolled the dice.
Where is paralyzed? Paralyzed. There it is. Okay, so it does fall. So once it gets paralyzed, it falls to the ground. Darcy, it's your turn. So the creature is paralyzed and has fallen to the ground.
Okay. And we just want to take this thing out, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, we just want to kill it.
And
Okay.
I had it private again. The creature had rolled an 11 for the wisdom saving throw that it failed. Anyway, go ahead, Darcy.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna zap the crap out of it if I can. Is anyone within zapping range?
Judge is right next to it, kitty corner, but depends on if you're doing something AOE or just Eldritch Blast.
So just so you guys know, the creature is paralyzed, which means it's incapacitated, can't move or speak. It automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws. So if your spell's a dexterity saving throw, it'll automatically work. The creature rolls against, or attack rolls have advantage, and any creature that hits it, it's a critical hit if the creature is within 5 feet.
Uh-huh. Yep,
Nice.
I think we can do that.
All right, so you have advantage on these attack rolls. So at least re-roll 14 because that might become a hit. But you should re-roll all those in case you get advantage or a crit.
Crit.
Okay, so the first hit still misses. The second two would hit, but you can roll again if you want to see if you get a crit. So no crit on the second one. No crit on the third one. So you have 2 that hit. You're not within 5 feet, so these do normal damage. However, if Judge manages to hit it, he'll do crit damage. Alright, so 14 total. So as the blast slam into it. Go ahead and hit your turn when you're ready. Alright, Cyclone, it's on the ground. What are you doing?
All right, so given that it's on the ground, I can be a little more efficient with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast the Wall of Stone, and I'm basically going to make a 10 by 10 by 10 box. So since it's a small creature, well, I'd better not take the chance. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically make all 6 sides to make a cube, but I'm going to reinforce the bottom, the top, the side that's farthest from me, and the left side here. So this side, the bottom and the top are double thickness. This side are single thickness, and those both have each a little pair of portholes, size to be big enough to be able to see in and shoot in if necessary, but not big enough for the creature to make its way out.
Alright. Okay, so the back 2 sides and the top and bottom?
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. How many hit points do these walls have?
Hold on, let me look that up. So they're AC 15, and it's 30 hit points per inch of thickness, but they're so the 6-inch walls have 180 hit points. The 12-inch walls have 360 hit points.
Oh, jeez. So 360. 360. AC what?
15.
Alright. Is there any way I can not do lines? There we go. Alright, well, whatever. Oops. Sorry, guys. These aren't exactly the best tools ever as far as this stuff goes. Alright.
Let's see. Yeah, I'll have to.
And then this will be 180.
All right. It won't let me delete the template.
Alright, whatever. Okay. Fair enough. And the front will be 180. I'll add a marker if I need to there.
There we go.
Alright, so you cast a spell around it. I'm assuming you can cast all those walls all in the same spell? Oh, it gets to roll a dexterity save, except that it auto-fails.
It auto-fails it. That's why I was really big on trying to find a way to stun this thing.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I could have. It allows me to produce 10 walls. There are actually 2 different sizes I can pull off for that, and I went with the heavier duty ones.
Alright, so the creature is still paralyzed, so it's going to do a saving throw to see if it can get unparalyzed first. It succeeds, but that's its action. Alright, so Gizzard, the creature did manage to break 3 of your paralysis. Too late to be encased, however, so that still worked. However, the creature is completely encased in stone, so what do you do?
Let's do some classic magic missiling, I think.
Alright, did you leave any gaps for him to shoot through?
Oh.
Yeah, on the 2 thicker, or no, on the 2, or this wall here in the front and this wall here on the side, there are 2 ports specifically for being able to engage the creature.
Alright,
Okay.
go ahead and roll your attacks then.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm curious about something. What was your Wild Magic Surge?
It gets disadvantage on the next spell.
Oh yeah, huh? Maybe I should have used a spell that would matter for. But I don't want to waste spell slots when I don't think it's that much of an issue.
I'm pretty sure it's a spell you cast. I don't think it's a spell that's already active.
Oh, the next phase. Okay, yeah, never mind. I
And
was.
even if it was, it did fail. Oh, no, it did succeed. So yeah, you're right. It would have made a difference. So, all right, good call. But it's not a spell that you cast, so I will go ahead and remove paralyzed. All right, so you hit for 8 points of damage. Hit and turn when ready.
Yeah.
All right. The creature is up and moving. It is still inside, however. So what are you going to do, Judge?
All right. I'm actually going to try something a little different. Going to step over here, so I'm right in line with the porthole. And the creature is going to have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Sure.
Oh,
It
hold on a
easily
second.
dodges.
Hold on a second. Come on. My reactions have reset.
Okay, fair enough. It easily dodges.
All right. How thick are these walls?
6 inches on the sides you're looking through, 12 inches on the back sides.
All right. Can Gavel get his claw in there to engage or no?
No, his claws aren't going to be long enough.
Okay. In that case, he's going to fly back here. All right, he'll take a step back.
All right, Darcy. The creature's encased in stone. What are you going to do?
I don't know. Can I like attack through it?
Yeah, there's two windows that we can attack in through, but they're not big enough for it to crawl out of.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, let's see. Well, you never know how many other things could be out here, so I'll just blast it again. Pew pew.
All right. You no
Do I
longer have
still get
advantage.
advantage? Okay, no,
Nope,
it can
it's up
squirm
again.
around.
Okay, it dodges the first one. The second one hits. It dodges the third one, so one of them. Its AC is 21. You probably want to roll damage. That was another attack roll.
Yeah, wrong thingy.
There you go. All right, another 7. So another blast hits it.
Pew pew.
All right, Cyclonin. It's still in there. It's moving again, though. What are you going to do?
I wonder if we should show this thing to the fireman first, just to verify. I mean, it is clearly this, but it'd be nice to be able to prove that we caught it, since we know it's going to happen afterwards.
If you think that is wise, you might have to give us a moment.
Yeah. I think that is fine. Well, probably you could just get out of sight as I return. Should not take long to verify this. Do we want to do that?
Remember, everybody here has cast leveled spells except Darcy, so we all look godly.
Yeah, well, you and Gizzard look godly.
Wall of Stone is a leveled spell.
Yeah, so?
Oh, yeah, you have to activate your power.
I mean, I can cast Disguise Self.
Yeah.
It's not your turn yet, Judge. You're still
Oh,
in combat.
sorry. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I thought I was gonna have to go hide while he did that.
Because yeah, if he goes and runs out to try to do something, the creature's still going to act on its turn. So.
Okay.
Well, just to soften it up a little bit, or at least attempt to, I'm going to go ahead and. Nope, I'm going to cast Disguise Self instead. So, let's see, it's early in the day. I'll go ahead and cast my freebie version of that.
Okay.
All right. Geezer, go ahead and hide. I'll be right back. You as well, Judge. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and.
Yeah, you guys can hide or do whatever you're going to do on your turns.
Telamon, Epizelos, could you come here for a moment, please? We've captured the creature. Want to verify it is correct.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add them to the combat order. Let's hope they don't need to actually fight. Alright, so you tell them that on their turns, they will head over there. So hit enter ready. Oh, you already have. Alright, so the creature is not going to just sit there. It's going to find one of those holes you made, and it's going to try to wipe. So it'll use its multi-attack to do so. Alright, so 2 of these. And then 1 of these. So it hits with everything. Alright. So we'll do damage. So that'll be 33, 41 damage to the wolf. So let me copy that text and put it over here so I can keep track of that. So 41, so it has 139 left. Alright, so that's that creature. Alright, you heard what Cyclone said. He ran off. The creature's trying to dig through the wall, and it is succeeding somewhat, although it'll take a while. So what do you do?
Am I mistaken in thinking he said to hide?
Was that what you think he said?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna try and hide. Preferably in like this tree or something like that.
Alright, go ahead and give me a stealth check for hiding. If you have any bonuses for hiding, you can use them.
I have pretty high stealth.
Okay, so 16 for Gizzard. Alright, fair enough.
Yeah.
Alright, Judge, what are you gonna do?
Wait a second. No, Gavin's gonna just jump up onto the wall there. Judge is going to take 1 step forward and just make 3 stabby attacks to this thing up in front of the window or hole.
So what I'll do is, since you got a little window and you're kind of stabbing through it and getting your normal slashing attacks, I'm going to go ahead and give him partial cover, so that'll add +2 to his AC. So his AC becomes 23. Go ahead.
Alright. Okay. So the first attack will be a booming.
Okay, it hits.
Okay. And this will be the standard damage.
18 damage.
And then the booming damage.
Okay, another 16. Thunder damage.
Okay.
Which everybody hears, by the way.
Well, the the thunder damage actually explodes when he moves.
Sorry, say that again?
Or no? Isn't the actual noise when he moves?
So your turn. I always imagined it thundering whenever it did damage.
Oh well. Yeah.
I
we
mean,
can
it
call
is
that
doing
damage.
thunder damage even on a normal
Yeah.
hit.
So yeah, okay, it does go kaboom. It'll kaboom a second time. So it kabooms twice if it moves.
Yep.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, everybody can hear the crack, and then my second attack.
You hit. Alright, for 9 points of damage. She stab it. Okay, so you and your giant form are standing over this thing, stabbing it. That's your attack action, so what else do you do on your turn, if anything?
I'm going to move down here, and I'm going to move over here, and that's all the farther I can move on the map. But I can get a little bit further back against the wall and behind the trees.
Okay, fair enough. Hit and turn it ready. Alright, so Telamon moves. Let me see how much he actually has himself as around 30 feet. So 1, 2, 3.
I'm having him rush. Yeah.
Actually, I take it back. Telamon is actually running at 20. It's the other guy who's running at 30. So he actually ran probably there, and then another 1, 2, 3. All right, so that's where he gets. He noticed that Telamon is moving. I mean, he is trying to rush, but he is definitely. There is. It looks like there's something wrong with him. Like maybe it's his leg where he got cut. But he's definitely hobbling a bit and moving slower than you would expect. All right, Darcy. What are you gonna do?
The humans join the fray.
They are on the way.
Ugh. Well, time to be human too, I guess.
It'll take 10 minutes, so you don't currently have time for that.
Ugh.
Unless you have disguise stuff.
I do not. I can just turn myself into an animal and just, if I want, just to pretend to be like a nondescript deer.
Have you cast a leveled spell yet, though?
Yeah.
I have not.
Oh no, she was casting. Okay, fair enough.
You're okay then.
Yep. All right.
I'm just me. Boop. There you go. Human form activate.
All right. So what are you gonna do?
Hang out on the road. Fold my arms and waiting for the humans to hurry up. Darn slow humans.
All right. Fair enough. Hit and turn ready. On the way.
Yeah.
Darn, it's like they should use a mount or something.
To ride all of 100 feet.
If only they had horses.
All right, Cyclone, you can see that they're on the way. Epizelos definitely passed up Telamon pretty easily, but still on the way. So what are you going to do?
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead then and move back towards the vicinity of the creature. Let's see. Oh, that's weird. Oh.
It was Gizzard's speech bubble.
Yeah. All right. Oh, wait, no, that's... Yeah, not quite in range for that. Let me see if I've got any other things I can do. Looks like I do not, so I think that is. Wait a minute. I've got a. Let me double check something here.
Take a look at
There's a-
what Gavel looks like right now.
I was gonna say there's a bit of a Gavel glitch.
Alrighty.
How'd that happen?
The script probably got confused and changed it when you changed.
All right. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to use telekinetic shove to shove myself 5 more feet.
Okay.
Um,
You're probably on the measuring thing.
oh yeah, you're right. Which now puts me just in range so that I can use my thorn whip,
All right.
which I'm probably going to miss with after all that effort.
I'm gonna say that's gonna have the what is a thorn whip classified as a melee attack?
It is.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give you the same thing for Judge due to the smaller holes. It basically gives the creature partial cover, which raises its AC to 23.
Okay. Well, like I said, I was gonna miss, so that's my.
All right. Well, the creature is gonna continue chewing on the wall. Okay, it's going to hit with everything. Alright, so that's 34, 46 more damage to the wall. So 3. So the wall now has 93 hit points. So it is getting through. You notice the hole is starting to get bigger. Alright, Gizzard said he's still going to continue hiding on his turn. Alright, Judge, it's your turn again. What are you going to do?
Judge is going to move into hiding position, however that works.
Alright,
He's making this whole.
So you spend an action to hide, so go ahead and give me a stealth check for hiding. Okay, so you got a 10. Fortunately, you're in the back, so that increases your odds of not being spotted. Hit enter the ready.
How big is this hole now?
It's, well, you can't tell. You're on the other side of the wall.
Well,
Okay, Gavel can see it. It's not big enough for him to fit through yet, but the wall has 93 hit points. It started with 180, so it's double the size.
Okay. All right. In that case, Gavel will stay there. I don't know why he looks like Mini-Me, but that's it.
That's fine. We'll find out later. Alrighty, so Telemon will move, was it 8 hexes, or 8 squares, so blah, blah, blah. So he can move up to 40. There you go. Oh, I think I might have moved too much. Oh, well, whatever. Alright, so he gets closer. Why did you call me over here? And then it's the end of his turn. Alright, Darcy. You saw one of the humans enter the gate and start running after Cyclonin. What are you going to do?
These are the humans that know we can do special stuff, right?
No, it's not.
Oh, boo.
That's why we're hiding. I think it was a bad idea to call him in, but we're here now.
Well.
You can see that the creature is successfully eating its way through the wall, and the holes are, at least one of the holes is twice as big as it was before.
He's gonna find out one way or another. And I rather this thing not scurry, so, and possibly attack him. I'm just gonna break the ice. It's fine. This is fine.
Okay, first one hits. Second one hits. And third one's crit.
Okay. How do damage on crit?
There's a button. When you click the damage, that'll be normal or crit.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so 4, 3.
Ah, it scrolled up and come back.
And 14. The last one's a pretty big one. So scorches it some more. And turn around.
Try to squish it
Back
a
down.
little bit, or at least let it get harmed so it's not as chewy.
You'll hear the human's reaction when it's his turn, but the other human didn't see that. So the other human's gonna go. And he's gonna run up. And then E2 is gonna say, why did you call me over here? And say, oh, what do you do?
Pointing to the thing chewing its way out the hole. It's like, that is the creature, correct?
Yes. And Telemon seems really spooked about something, and Epizela says, what is that thing? I don't even understand.
Okay. Run back around the wall. This thing is going to explode. And I don't... Actually, let's see. What did I roll for my Thorn Whip before? 21. Oh, that was an 11. Well, I'll just try to make it act like I've got a normal whip. They're probably more focused on that creature anyway. So I'll try to Thorn Whip the thing again.
Okay. This time you hit.
Alrighty.
For 14 damage.
All right. Yes, let's... Okay. Get around the corner and we will finish it off. Hold your attacks until they're behind the wall. And that's my turn.
Okay, hit end turn. Alright, the creature is going to continue chewing at the wall. It gets a miss for its first miss, but it also got a crit to make up for it. And then that hits. So, alright, so one of these damages is a crit. And then that damage is normal. So then that would be 30, 43 damage to the wall. So the wall has 50 hit points left. And since you did leave holes, and it's been basically tearing at one of the holes, the wall is at less than a third of its health, and it's quite dexterous, and it is small. I'm going to say the hole is now large enough for it to fit through, so it does. All right. It now gets to decide what to do. It is going to fly. So it has 60, but that was rough terrain, so that counts as 10. So it has 50. So there you go. Nope, back. All right. Gizzard. You saw the creature crawl out of the hole and then fly over the wall. What do you do?
Oh man.
Gizzard, I could use taste.
Okay, understood. From up in the tree, I'm gonna haste you.
I've got him.
Okay, go ahead and cast a
I
haste.
don't think you need to.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
Fog cloud centered on yourself. But that's probably not a big deal because everybody's going to be leaving it anyway to deal with the creature, so we're not worried about that. All right, hit
Yeah.
turn and ready.
okie dokie.
All right, you two saw the creature finally crawl out and leave. So what are you going to do?
All right. Gavel is going to fly. As it flew past, Gavel is going to go into pursuit mode.
Okay.
Gavel knows what is going on. He understands the stakes.
Yep.
And once he gets there, he is going to use the thing I put in his hand.
All right. What's that?
Inflict wounds, 3rd level.
Okay. Go ahead and 5d10 product. So, all right. So what's the saving throw for it? Do you remember?
Just a sec, I'm bringing it up. All right. So it'll be a... Oh no, it's a melee spell attack. I'll make a melee spell attack here.
Okay.
Do not consume spell slot. Put it at 3rd level.
Okay. It hits. Roll damage. Okay, the thing takes 27 damage, which is enough to kill it. It explodes. All right. So let's see what happens. So,
Is there a saving throw for
radius
damage
of
or
the
is it
explosion would be what was it, 80? The wall takes some of it. The house will take some of it. All right, let's see how much it is.
Is there a no damage option, Jeremy, or is everything half damage?
For inflict wounds?
No,
Say that
for
again?
the explosion. For the explosion that Gavel is currently in, is there a no damage option or a half damage only?
Half damage.
Okay, in that case.
Yeah, I don't see any scenario where it survives. Yeah. All right, so with 81 damage, you definitely hear some crunching, some screaming from inside the house because it's definitely gonna damage part of the house and part of the roof collapses. As far as the wall goes, I think the wall would absorb that damage, but you can see the wall is cracking, and you can see smoke rising, and you hear screaming from inside the house, like I said. And at this point in time, Epiphazelos is like, "What is happening here? What did you do?" Telamon said, "She cast dark magic," and he starts running. And I'm going to turn off the grid. So Telamon is hobbling away as fast as he can. Epiphazelos is just doing circles, like screaming. What do you guys do?
Well, first off, I dismissed the wall of stone.
I was hiding behind that.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Well, I didn't want it to be permanent, but
No problem.
well, Telemon's going to be Telamon. I'm going to go grab this guy and hold him still.
You see he's looking wide-eyed, and it's like, and then as you stop him, he's like, the villa, and then he tries to run off. Do you let him?
We will go check the villa, but that is... All right. Yeah, I'll go ahead and go with him.
All right. So yeah, as you run out, basically what you see is you see this section. Well, maybe I'll just draw it here. Let's see. So you basically see like why isn't this drawing? Come on, come on. There we are. You kind of see this section. This section here, you can see there's a big explosion that happened, and the roof over in the corner here collapsed partially, and there's a bit of a hole, and inside the hole you can see a woman that's kind of stuck. Basically part of the stone collapsed on her, and she was the one screaming that she had stopped moving. So what do you do?
All right.
Episalus is running up to her and trying to do something.
I'm gonna run over there too, and I'll start helping extricate her.
All right. So between you and him, you manage to pull her out. The stone kind of comes back down, kind of blocking the way inside. But she is definitely unconscious, bleeding profusely, and you can tell her breathing is shallow.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys go ahead and stop there. What are the rest of you doing? So everybody kind of ran off toward the explosion, which happened over this direction. There was a woman who screamed. Of course, Telamon is just started running off on his own, also screaming about dark magics. So what do you three do?
Judge is just taking his 10 minutes, hiding in the fog bank with Gizzard to turn back into human. He can't show out.
Same.
Okay,
Although for
so
some
you're
reason
gonna hide there?
Yeah.
Okay, Darcy, what are you doing? Oh, you're muted if you're trying to talk.
Sorry, my roommate came home and she had to tell me something.
So one of the humans went off, going crazy due to seeing you cast dark magic. The other human,
my goodness, the fireworks were too much for him.
The other human went with Cyclonin. There was a big explosion. A woman screamed, but you can't see what's going on because this wall managed to survive. So what do you do?
We'll go see what's happening.
Alright, so as you come around the corner, what you see is part of the roof in the corner here collapsed. There was some of the wall kind of collapsed, in on itself, and then there was a woman who's laying on the ground, bleeding profusely with Cyclonin and Episalus over her. Alright, so what do you do?
Well, actually, I guess I'd be closer to the woman here. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Cure Wounds on this person.
Okay.
How bad do they look?
They look like they're near death.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and do that at second level then.
Are you about to turn into a big kitty?
Nope.
Oh, that's right. You have disguise self.
Yep. So I'm already a big kitty.
Okay, so your magic courses through where the wounds seal up, and her eyes kind of flutter open, and then Episalus looks at you, Cyclonin, and says, "You've been blessed by the gods." And then she looks back toward the woman and says, "Satara, are you all right?" She looks looking up. What happened? I had this strange dream that there was this explosion outside, and I'm not sure what happened after that. But then why am I waking up outside? I don't understand. Well, look. And she looks up and she sees part of the building collapsed, the corner of the building collapsed. And Cyclonen, what do you do or say, if anything?
Well, I'm going to turn to Epizelos, and I apologize. I knew these creatures are dangerous, but this is what happens when they die, and I knew no one would believe me if we just had an explosion happen in the orchard. It was important that you and Telamon saw that the creature really was there.
I suppose that is true. It is unfortunate that it died, I'm guessing, over there, and he points at what's obviously the center of the explosion.
Although I've realized now that had I not called you over, you would have been caught in the blast, and the both of you and Telamon would likely have perished.
He takes a deep breath. Well, I guess we were lucky, even if Telamon doesn't realize that.
Well, I'm sure he will come to his senses soon enough. But how's the Satera doing?
She's sitting up and she's just marveling, looking around. What creature? What could do this?
Do you recall several weeks ago that in the vineyards there were reports of creatures and people disappearing?
Vaguely, yes. I think I've heard of such things.
Well, those were not normal creatures. Now, these are not the same, but we have entered troubling times. A lot of the mundane problems people have to deal with are going on the wayside as terrible things are beginning to happen. If this was just merely some wild animal, nothing like this could happen. But the reality is that there are things like this. That is not the only one.
And they came here.
That one did.
Well,
They have been other places.
and you've killed it.
Not as cleanly as we would have liked. The explosion would have been better off in the orchard where we could have contained it better.
Well, perhaps we should tell Agla and Hysaten about it. And then to be on the lookout for. What do these things look like?
Well, they look much like insects, but they are far larger than any normal insect. I do believe that Telamon thought initially that it was a dog. That gives you an idea of how large they are.
She scratches her head. All right. Well, my clothes look a mess. You can see most of it's just been burned away. But I somehow, by the grace of the gods, you did something, and I can walk again. So perhaps we should go inside.
Yes.
Are you alone? Did you kill this yourself? And then Epizelos says, no, he came with several others. One of them is over there, points toward Darcy, but I don't know where the others are. So Darcy, what are you gonna do? As you approached, you've been kind of hearing bits of this conversation. You just saw.
I've been straight up goggling at these people. I'm just hanging out, hanging on to the bars, watching them, listening to their conversations, not even trying to hide the fact that I am.
Yeah, and Epizelos did point you out. So do you approach or do anything?
I wave at him.
Okay.
And then I come over. He's waiting for my grand entrance.
All right, so he sees you approaching, and then he asks where the others are.
Oh, they're around. They're taking care of things, you know.
Undoubtedly making sure that there are no others to worry about.
Exactly. Scoping out the area.
Oh, that is good to hear. So, if you've destroyed the menace, perhaps once we tell Agla and Isaten about it, perhaps we can invite you over for a meal. Although he points at the house. Oh, this is going to cost us.
Well, actually, I might be able to help with that. But perhaps we get situated, we can deal with this in due time.
All right. Well, follow me then, and then her and Epizalos start heading toward the house.
If you'll allow me just a moment. I want to report to the others. I will be back in a moment.
All right.
Okay, so I'm going to rush over to the others. Looks like the everything has been more or less smoothed over. There was some collateral damage, although this inadvertently might have saved their lives. We have been invited in to talk to the owners, but I have a bad feeling about that. When you're ready, feel free to come inside.
Did you not say that there were at least 2 more here?
Indeed, and we might be about to meet them.
Well, all given, at least it was the house that can be repaired in a few months than an orchard that would take years to grow back.
I probably could have done something about that too, but actually the house I might be able to deal with today. You might even be able to help with that.
It won't let me change to human form for some reason.
But that's fine if you say, "Oh, it just did it."
No, that blue, spiky tooth was your human form.
Wait, I'm so confused. Here we go.
Lizard man.
That's weird. Yes.
All right, fair enough. So yeah, they seem to be at the top of the steps, waiting for you to return.
Oh, before I come back out of the orchard, I cast, as soon as I find it, locate creature, because that went away as soon as the wall of stone got cast.
Okay, so they are definitely inside the villa, the main building.
Okay. Okay, I just wanted to let the others know to meet us inside.
Oh, that makes sense. She says, "We'll just wait for them to arrive, and then we'll all go in together."
Couldn't really interact before, but hearing what all was being said when we
Sorry,
get
Tyler, I can't hear you. Say it again.
Sorry, not actually being able to address anybody before because I was changing, but being able to overhear what was vaguely being said. As I come around the corner, I just kind of make eye contact with Cyclonan, Gizzard, and then the 2 peoples there. I can't say that name. Anyway,
Terra.
Yeah, I make eye contact with everybody and say.
You faded out again. You make eye contact and something.
I make eye contact with everybody one at a time and then say, I have found signs that there might be more. Just so we can be careful.
So Tara looks at you and says, "Do you mean there is more here at the villa now?"
I sincerely hope not.
You went quiet again.
I sincerely hope not, but possibly.
Sighs. All right then. There was another one of you, the one at the gate. Is she coming?
I believe so, yes.
Well, I'm going to assume that Darcy needs to keep up with everybody, so I'm going to move her ahead.
Yep, sorry, I'm trying to eat food.
Okay. All right.
Didn't you do that yesterday?
Crazy fingers on a keyboard isn't good.
I'm going to make a big change here so everybody can see the inside. So give me a moment.
All right. Oh, wow, it was 2 drops. There we go.
Boom. All right. So yeah, they take you inside the front door, and then there's this kind of waiting area, and then there's the interior door, and
And it is from in the house, not like I'm not picking up anything off either of these 2, right?
right.
Okay. Telepathically, I'll tell the others that these 2 are not infected.
All right. So they lead you inside, and says, "Well, when the explosion happened, I was in here." She opens the door. You can't see it on the map, but she kind of points at the wall that's collapsed and the bed that she was laying on. They got trashed. She's like, or the couch. I mean, I was resting in in that room over there, right over there, when the explosion happened, and the whole corner of the house, I think, fell on top of me. Well, I don't know how I'm still alive, but I must thank the gods.
And where am I getting the pings right now?
Sorry, say it again.
Where am I getting the creature ping?
Good question. You are getting one from this direction, and you are getting one from this direction. All right. Well, we should go into the courtyard. Olga will be there at least. She opens the door, and she walks in. And then you hear Olga, or you see 2 older people. It says, "This is Olga and Heiston." I'll go ahead and make their name visible. Token hovered by anyone. You should be able to hover over the names if you want spellings or what have you. And then Olga, the old woman, she says, I heard it. There was a large explosion, and Satara says, yes, part of the property was damaged as well. But that's not the worst of it. These people, and she points at you, Cyclonin, and then kind of gestures toward everybody else, they killed a creature that I guess exploded, and it caused all this damage, and they say there might be more. And Olga's like, a creature? What do you mean? And then Heiston comes over. Is this related to all that nonsense we've been hearing from the town lately? All this stuff about disappearances and fish people and all that?
Well, what has happened is most decidedly not nonsense, unless you are used to parts of the house exploding. But no, there was indeed a creature, and Epizelos can confirm that its presence. He saw it before it exploded.
And you can see, where did he go? Hold on. Where did he go?
Epizelos?
Yeah.
He's just right next to Darcy.
There he is. All right. Yeah, so he walks up and he bows and he says, yes, I did see a creature. He was trapped somehow in some sort of stone enclosure, but it was digging its way out as if it was digging through dirt. And I don't even know how to describe it, but it looked like a very large insect, sort of, but its flesh, it was like the flesh of an animal. I don't understand how it could even exist. And Olga's like, what are you talking about? And Heiston's like, that sounds like a bunch of nonsense to me. You sure you didn't hit your head?
I do not think his head could survive the kind of damage that would cause the corner of your house to be destroyed.
And it's like, well, you must. Did you? Somebody must have planted something. Perhaps some Greek fire or something. And Satara says, come on, grandfather. They just arrived here. And Epizela says, I'm afraid I saw what I saw, sir. It was real. You know I have never lied before. And he kind of just sits down. I don't know. What do you guys do?
Now the pings aren't coming from either of them, right?
It is not. Your pings are, you got one ping coming from this direction and one ping coming from that direction. So yeah, the old man's kind of sat down on these seats that seem to be arrayed around the, overlooking the pool over here. The woman's kind of sat down and seems to be at a loss for words. So Tara's like, well, we have to do something about this. You said there could be more, right?
Indeed. We will have to find Telemon, but is everyone else accounted for here?
Telemon, he ran off. I don't know where he went.
Well, we'll find him, but is there anyone else here at the villa?
Alga's like, no, the hands are all out in the fields right now.
Interesting. Well,
one thing I should do real quick. Hold on. 20 plus 14. Right. Alright, so that's okay. Alright, 24, 22. Okay. Alright, so what are you guys doing?
okay, and there's a ping off in this direction.
So yeah, there's a ping from this room, and then there's a ping from this direction.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and just take a look over here. Where am I getting the impression now?
Yeah, it's definitely somewhere in this area. It's hard to tell exactly where, but you can give me a perception check if you want to look around. Oh, that's a 28. Oops. Yeah, so you look around, you're definitely getting the ping from somewhere, but you just can't see it.
Coming back over and down this side, Judge is going to go ahead and say, with our experience in the mansion before, these things are very difficult to spot. And he'll go ahead and take a peek as well.
All right, you can give me a perception check if you're going to look around. All right, yeah, as much as you look, you're just not seeing it.
I'm not certain what to do about this. I do not want to. There's already more collateral damage than I'd have liked. It is good so far that no one has been infected, but...
Ice just suddenly gets up and he says, what are your plans on doing in my room? And Alga walks up and puts her hand on his shoulder. Well, you heard Sotera. Let them look. We don't want these creatures here. Bah. And he goes, it's like, you better not take anything. And he goes and sits down. I'm sorry for please take as much time as you need. Just make sure the creatures aren't here.
I understand it is very difficult for you. This did seem to come out of nowhere, admittedly. All right, well, let's close that. Actually, Judge, if you could keep an eye on this room, I'm going to go check the other direction.
He's going to be actively scanning.
Definitely coming from this direction.
The hands are in the field, you said.
Oh, say that a little louder.
Perhaps. The hands are in the fields, you said, Miss Olga.
Yes.
Perhaps it would not be too terribly difficult or too much of a burden for you and your family to go check on the help and join them in the field, just in the very, very small chance that these things jump out aggressively if they are here?
You see Iceton look over to you. Nice try, but we're staying right here. And
Very well.
Haga shrugs.
Where am I getting the ping now?
From over this direction.
Again?
Over this direction.
Uh,
Okay, you look inside and you see a bunch of vegetables and fruits and basically food storage. If you're trying to look for the creature, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Gizzard, could you help me search this room? I'm certain the creature is in here.
Wouldn't Cyclonin have like advantage or something since he knows the exact direction and distance? It's like I know it's 5 feet in front of me this way.
That's a fair observation. I'll go ahead and give you advantage, Cyclone. All right, with your 23 though, you look and you're not spotting that one either. I will allow you to roll again for the first room since you didn't have the advantage at that point in time, if you want.
Sure.
Okay, no change unfortunately. But you're pretty certain it's in there. You just can't see it.
Does it seem like it'd be low, like mixed in with all the stuff, or high up?
It's probably low, yeah.
Okay, I close the door. All right. Gizzard, I am certain there is one in this pantry here.
Okay.
Judge, I do believe that I believe there is one in the pantry.
So you found one of them? Oh, good, gets up.
Well, we found signs of it. It is hiding. Let us close this door for a moment. Out of curiosity, do the door? Well, no, actually, these places tend to have open windows and stuff like that. Have you noticed anything out of sorts inside lately, particularly in the kitchen? Foodstuffs that seem to be mysteriously depleted or perhaps partially eaten?
Alga kind of walks up and says, now that you mention it, yes, the cooks have been, they're not here right now, but they have been complaining about food going missing. They've also they've been cleaning it up. They've been complaining about some sort of weird mold or something that has been they found on the counters. They say it's safe, that they've made sure to clean it, but it is rather disturbing.
What color was that mold?
It was some strange white color. Lumpy.
That is odd. Well, I have reason to believe that one of them is infesting our foodstuffs. But of course, as we mentioned, these things cause quite a bit of damage, and that is a confined area. Trying to decide what is the best way to deal with these without risking damage to your villa.
Well, I will say that the last person who had a big meal was Telemon. He had a big breakfast before heading out this morning.
This is interesting. Well, Judge, do you think it might be worth trying to do a encore performance of the method used to capture or to destroy the first one? You know, put up a magnificent barricade here.
Before you get to that,
I-
Judge, you can give a perception check if you're looking for the creature.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was. Okay. Good luck to me. With no geezer.
Okay, you do. Actually, I'm sorry to say, you do not spot the creature. It rolled at least a 28 on its stealth.
Jeez.
All right, continue.
I do believe that would be an excellent idea. But we will have to wrangle them in.
That is true. Although perhaps this one, I think there is a unique opportunity here. Let us. I'm gonna quickly take inventory of the foodstuffs that's in here.
Yeah, it's basically fruits, vegetables, some sort of wheat, and then there's some sealed bags as well.
Okay. I may be able to protect your. We may be able to deal with this one without damaging the building, but the foodstuffs will undoubtedly need to be replaced after this.
She sighs, but I understand. But, we have to do what we have to do, I suppose.
Listening to all this, Judge just reaches into his pocket, doesn't even stop staring at the pantry. Just like a side note, not looking, reaches into his pocket, pulls out 2 gold mithna, and says, or do I think 2 gold mithna would cover the food in this pantry?
I'm sorry, Tony.
He's asking if 20 mithna is enough to pay for the food loss.
Oh, yeah, probably, but the woman isn't asking for any money or anything.
She's not. I'm just handing it to her. It's like, if we're going to destroy your food to kill these things, here you go. He just, here, puts it in her hand.
She takes the money and she says, "Thank you. I will let Heisenton know. Maybe if you were giving us money instead of taking it, he might feel a little better about you. I'll be right back." And she heads off. Meanwhile, Darcy, you've been kind of in the main room. So what do you do?
Well, I can't detect these darn things like they can, so.
Judge, I have an idea this time.
Yes.
Similar to the last one, perhaps I will go ahead and cage it. The difference this time will be that. Ooh, no, that is. I will. The idea was to cage it, but this time seal it so there are no openings, and then if you are able to get in and. Oh, wait a minute. I know what I need to do here. Okay. I am going to go into the pantry. Go ahead and barricade the door. It is very important that. I am going.
What are you thinking? I'm thinking we can put this into the mansion. Yes?
I think that is better for the other one. This one, due to the enclosed quarters, I think I can deal with it. I am going to encage it, I am going to light it on fire, and as long as you have this door closed, then it cannot get out.
Well, yes, but it will still explode, and the mansion can hold more than one insect.
Yes, but we will have to wrangle them first, and we are having a great deal of difficulty finding them.
We are absolutely 100% sure that there is one here in this pantry.
I mean, I'll point to where I roughly know it should be.
Is it like clinging to the wall, clinging to the ceiling, hiding in the food?
It he thinks it's hiding, or Cyclone, you think he's probably hiding amongst the food, but for some reason, perhaps it's the creature's ability interfering. It's hard to exactly pinpoint it. So you just got an area.
And I know it is in that room, but knowing and seeing it are two different things.
All right. Well, here we can perhaps.
If you're talking, Tyler, we can't hear you.
Perhaps we can do both. Perhaps we can do both and only wrangle one. With the lady gone, Judge can go ahead and cast Magnificent Mansion here on the
No,
floor.
cast it at the door. If you cast it at the door, it will be trapped there, and I do believe I can force it to go into the mansion.
Okay. I will cast it at the door.
All right. So then I'm going to go ahead and step into the room. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I will go ahead and cast the Wall of Stone. Either the Wall of Stone will capture it, or it will try to flee and have to go through your mansion door. So I'll step into the room, open your door, so that it would have to go into it. And then you will, I suppose, have to juggle going in and out to get to it. But at least that way it is confined and cannot truly flee.
Okay.
But
And this time the mansion will be a. Do we want to put it in the same combat configuration as last time?
you can try. There was some sort of cage, right?
Yeah, there was a round room or a hemispherical room, the exact same size as Sickening Radiance, and then there was like a portcullis. But now I know to reinforce the portcullis with lots and lots of solid steel and stone.
Make sure that the ceiling is low as well, so that I can reach that high.
Okay.
Okay, so I will step in, you open the door, and then I will do my magic.
Okay.
All right, so I step into the room, and then wait for Judge's Magnificent Mansion door.
Okay, so Judge, go ahead and do that.
Second.
Cool.
It's not concentration, lasts for 24 hours, so we can wrangle both in here.
Yeah, it'll be a little fussier for that, but if we can get it past this point, then we're already in decent shape. All right, so with the door open now, I'm going to go ahead and cast Wall of Stone to seal this whole area, much like before, with 2 layers at the front where the door is, and 1 at the ceiling.
Okay,
Oh,
so
wait,
you're
no.
basically making a cube matching where the walls and the door are.
Yeah, and I'm basically reinforcing all the weak points. So probably the side wall, the front door, the ceiling, and probably this wall here.
Okay.
And the creature does have a reaction to try to run out of the thing because it's... oh, actually, let me go ahead and cast a spell.
Yeah. And its reaction to run out, the only door open and available is the one into the mansion.
Yep.
All right.
So yeah, I get somebody to deck
Did you
save.
mean wall of fire or is it wall of stone?
Oh jeez, yeah, I goofed that up.
Well, it still made the save either way, but but yeah, we'll assume you tried wall of stone. So it goes to escape. Yeah, so it goes into the mansion then. So it's in the mansion right now.
All right, and you said those things have flyby, right?
Yeah.
All right. I guess at the I'm going to go ahead and step through the mansion door, but at the top of my lungs shout that it's inside the mansion.
Okay, so let's.
I'll
I
shut the
guess
door.
I'll take you and it to the mansion then. All right, so we'll delete you from there, and then we'll go to that temp map for now, and do that.
Hey, Dave, you didn't have to step into the mansion. If you had just shut the door, then we could have dispelled the stone wall and tried to get the second one. Or the rest of us could actually get into the mansion.
Well, he already stepped in for now, so he can change his.
Well, I could close it from the inside, but I
Yeah.
was yelling so that you could do that.
Yeah, so he can
Okay.
change.
Well,
his
yeah, I
Sure.
can close the door, but I can't get into the mansion with you.
Wait, why is that?
Sure, you can. You just close the door, walk into the room, open the door again.
Oh, pool.
I can't walk through your walls of stone.
I'm about to get rid of that.
Oh, okay. In that case, never mind. We're good.
Wait, why is this not working? Observer, pull to scene. Oh, there it goes. Are you on the gray background scene, Cyclonin?
Yeah.
All right, so actually this thing would have gone in first. So there you are. I'm just going to use the same crew drawing I did before. Even though you see like lines there, it's an opening. They're all open. Anyway, so the creature would have flown in. It would have gone around the corner and it would have tried to hide again. But I obviously have to make another roll since the conditions have changed.
Not only that, there's still a table of food in the center of the round part of the room, so enticing and the only place to hide behind.
Unfortunately for it, Cyclonin, with your passive perception, it rolled low enough that you do notice this weird distortion on the ceiling where the creature obviously is.
Interesting. So it actually has like some sort of camouflage capability.
Yeah, so it's basically it's something like invisibility, but using kind of like a camouflage kind of setup. It seems to muddle with your senses, so you can't really hear it or smell it in that phase, and you can't detect it by normal magic properly. Like I said, your spell can only see an area, but in this case, for some reason, it's not. It did a worse job of its camouflage this time, and you're actually able to spot it. So it's currently attached to the ceiling.
No wonder you creatures are so difficult to find. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and close the door behind me.
Okay.
And oh geez, and this corridor is only 5 feet wide.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am sure this is going to hurt a great deal. 15, 20, 30.
The inner circle is the room. The outer box I just drew to it, so I knew how big to make the circle. In fact, I can delete it. I probably should. Oops. That's why I didn't delete it last time. All right, forget it. It's there. I don't care. You get the idea.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and move to here.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and wild shape into an earth elemental.
All right.
I'm just gonna go ahead and grab one of those.
And
Let
me
fix
do
that.
a check real quick. All right. So once you turn into an earth elemental, it starts moving. So I'm gonna have you roll initiative.
Oh, I thought we were okay.
So yeah, you were fine. It was hiding. You went past it and turned into an earth elemental. But for some reason, as soon as you transformed, it started moving. So I'm going to roll initiative to see who can act first and do all that.
All right, I thought we were sort of already in that.
Wow.
All right, Cyclonin, you are first. So it started to obviously started to move. So what are you going to do?
I'm gonna attempt to grapple this stupid critter.
Okay.
And so let's see, how's that athletics check?
Okay. You succeed.
All right, I grabbed the thing, and there was some sort of portcullis-y thing in this room, right,
Yes.
Judge?
Yeah,
All
I can't
right.
see, but yeah, it should be. And it's enforced. It's reinforced stronger than the first time because I saw how easily it bent the first time.
All right. And how big was this thing? The portcullis?
The portcullis is a 5 foot, just like one hex. It's a 5 foot wide, like 8 feet tall, 10 feet tall, whatever. Just a doorway is, but it's small enough that one person standing there can block the path. And then
So
the
it's
room
actually
behind
open
it
on
is
one
the.
end?
What's that?
So it's open on one side?
Yeah, actually, it's open right now. It just comes down from the ceiling like a portcullis, a trap.
Oh, okay. Now I get it.
Yeah, you just pull the
Okay.
cage down, and on the other side is a round room, which is exactly the same size as Sickening Radiance.
Oh, so I'm already in the room with the port. Now I get it with the portcullis thing.
Yeah, it's basically right there where the edge of the hallway is.
All right. Well, I'm gonna reach up and slam that down, and
So you're pulling it in with you?
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll bring it into the center of the room, and then I'll close the portcullis, and I guess that's my turn.
Fair enough.
Oh, did you
Well,
drop?
it is
Did you
going
drop the
to
stone?
attack you. It's got 2 bites. And it's got its pincer.
Oh yeah, and I closed the. Yeah, I think I already mentioned closing the door when I came in. All those are rolling secretly, by the way.
Damn it. All right, so the attacks were 31, 27, and 15.
I think all of them hit except for
The
the 15 doesn't hit.
All right, so we'll do those two. So the bites. So that's the first bite. That is the second bite. So what is that? 30. Yeah. Okay. And then you have to roll a DC. Oh wait, that counts as poison, so you're immune to poison, right?
Let me verify. Yep.
Okay, so yeah, it's just damage then.
All right, that's non-magical, right?
It is non-magical. No, yeah, it is non-magical. Yeah.
All right, so it looks like 8 and 9, so that should be 17 points I'm taking.
Okay.
Let's see, 06, 09, okay, 9. All right, and what about the others? Because I'm assuming the judge and them are going to want to act.
Yep, so going back to the villa, so let me go ahead and go back to where you guys are. You saw him leave through the door. You no longer hear anything from the other side of the door. So, Judge, actually, I'm going to have you guys roll initiative. Once you get to the other side, it's going to cancel it anyway. So for now, I'll just have you guys go in order, and then once you get on the other side, we'll have you roll proper initiative. So, Judge, what are you going to do?
Opening the door, I'm assuming that the wall of stone is no longer blocking my way.
Yeah, you open.
Yeah, I just missed it.
Okay. I'm gonna say he's got one. Come on.
I'm assuming you're going in. So I'll go ahead and move you. Let's see.
Don't forget to close the door behind us.
So there we go, and then we'll pull Judge to see. All right, Judge, you should see the map now.
Yeah. This is the same size as the Sickening Radiance, right? If it's not, it will just.
It's 10, 20, it's 30. It's 30 by 30. Is it supposed to be 60 by 60?
1 second.
30-foot radius, so you want 60 by 60. Okay, so
yeah, that's how big it is.
yeah, that's fix that then. Because yeah, last time you said 30 by 30, but I think you meant 60 by 60, so that's fine. All right, no problem. So let's see if I can. Oh, wrong thing. And drawing tools. Okay, so we'll do that, and then we'll delete the other ones. There we go.
All right.
All right. So is that what you're doing on your turn, casting that spell?
No, I'm not casting it yet. I just threw that up there so you had the size.
All right. So let's delete
Yeah,
that.
I didn't. I just threw that up there so you had the size. I come in. I will get to here. The portcullis is closed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're grappling that thing. Are you grappling it right there? Or are you grappling it with the bug portion over here?
I turned to move it in the room so I could close the portcullis.
Okay. In that case, I will quickly say, did you want out or do you want me in there?
I think I am stuck in there for the moment.
All right. I'm going to bonus action. Come on. I'm going to bonus action Misty Step.
Okay.
That should be good. And I am going to haul off on this thing. He's holding him, so it should be easier to hit.
All right.
This will be a booming blade. Oh, wait, isn't that an advantage?
No, because it's just grappled, not restrained.
But it's flanked.
It's pincered.
Oh, it is flanked.
Flanked.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so this is my second.
Okay, you hit.
Okay, and this will be the damage,
All right, 14.
and then the booming blade damage.
All right, another 11.
All right, second swing.
You miss. It dodges.
Oh,
Somehow.
and that would be it for me.
Okay, go ahead and roll initiative for me for the next turn. And then I'm going to switch to the other man. All right, so Judge vanished. So we'll go ahead and go with you next, Gizzard. What are you going to do?
Would anyone like? How healthy is this thing?
So
I can't see any
it's
tokens.
because they've all gone off into the Magnificent Mansion, so you'd have to start by going into this.
Yeah, I'll join.
Just
I'll
just
run.
walk through the pantry door.
Fair enough. Let me get you in
That's,
there.
that's-
Alright. And then we'll pull you over.
Represent
Alright,
so
Ross,
much.
do you see a gray map with some with a hallway?
That I do.
Okay, so you cannot see anybody from there.
Sorry, I have a trackpad and it won't. Oh, now it'll let me zoom in. Okay, cool. I'm gonna step here. Can I see them now?
Yes. They're basically just sitting in this elbow hallway. You see this large circular room that everybody's side of, but there's a portcullis closed right here, so you can see through the gaps, but obviously you can't walk through.
Yeah. You guys think that haste is necessary here?
It wouldn't hurt, but it is up to you.
Okay. I'll throw a haste on probably the earth elemental.
Alright. And I'm going to go ahead and add you to the combat, and go ahead and roll initiative for me for the next round.
Okay.
All right. Going back to the villa. And so Gizzard has gone into the Magnificent Mansion. So Darcy, what are you going to do? She's probably busy, so I'm going to assume that she's going to go in.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Watch your step.
It doesn't run out this time.
All right, Darcy, do you see the gray map?
I do.
All right, so you can see Gizzard ahead of you, but it's an elbow hallway, so you can't see anybody else from there.
All right.
There is unfortunately a big grease puddle now.
Oh.
One day we'll get him housebroken. Lizards are not meant to be housebroken. They're not supposed to live in houses.
Yeah, they're supposed to live in trees.
So what are you doing, Darcy?
Moving up.
You can
you'd have to
step
move to
past
where
him.
Gizzard is to see into the room, or move ahead of Gizzard.
Ugh. Step through the mess.
All right. Now you can see everybody. You can see that the Earth Elemental has the parasite grappled, and Judge is swinging at it with the sword from the other side.
Oh.
All
There we go.
right. So Darcy, you rolled initiative. Thank you for doing that. So let's go. All right, Gizzard. Now we're in proper initiative order. It is your turn. So what are you going to do?
Anyway, I started blasting. I'm going to Eldritch Blast.
All right.
Advantage?
Advantage?
It's flanked.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna
Just like the
go ahead
go,
and
we're
use
holding
those
it up.
Wow. I get 3, right?
Yeah.
They all hit.
Okay. Oh my god. What is happening? Okay. Those are good rolls.
A lot of string of good hits. The creature is now almost bloodied. Not quite, but almost.
Yeah. God damn. Okay. That's my turn.
Okay, hit that. All right, Darcy, it's your turn again. The creature is now almost bloodied. So what are you going to do?
Might as well blast it.
Oh, and I just realized since the disguise self is up, do I look like a big hulking half-giant version of my avatar form?
I guess so. First one, it dodges. The second one, it definitely dodges. And you shoot the ceiling.
Golly.
And the third one, you hit.
She has advantage. She has advantage. She can reroll some of that.
That's true. You do have advantage on all your attacks.
Hey.
All right, so your first attack turns into a crit. Second attack turns into a hit.
The third attack is a hit, but you can try for another crit.
Third attack would have suddenly missed, but no, it hit because you hit before. All right, so you got a crit on your first one and 2 hits. 2 regular hits, I mean. All right, so 14 damage. Five damage, and then you got 1 more hit. And there's 6 damage. So yeah, definitely hitting it left and right. It is definitely more than bloody now. Hit enter. Alright, Mr. Elemental, what are you going to do?
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and slam this thing.
Okay.
So the first slam attack is horrible.
You slam it, but it doesn't seem to do anything.
Okay, I'll try again.
This time it does. For 21 damage.
Here, let us move to the center of the room.
Do we want it to be the center? Perhaps more out of direct line of sight.
Sure,
Um,
I'll follow you. Just not away from the door.
So you move at half speed when you're carrying a grapple thing. So
I think it doesn't apply in this case because I'm so much bigger than it.
oh yeah, it's small. Okay, fair enough. You can move full speed then.
All right, so I'll go ahead and come over here. Yeah, Judge has got movement, so yeah, that should probably work. And I've still got an attack.
Okay.
This time will be normal.
You hit. For 22 damage, which is enough to kill it. Explode. So its range is 60. So
That's why I was trying to see if we could get a. Yeah, okay.
60. There you go. So basically, I would say it goes around corners, but I'm gonna give Darcy and Gizzard advantages on their deck saves.
Just out of curiosity.
Go ahead, Tyler. I can speak up.
Just out of curiosity, would a shield actually do anything, or this isn't that type of thing?
It says it goes around corners. It would be like a shield against fireball.
No, I meant like the shield spell.
Does it give you a bonus or advantage on saving throws?
Nope, just adds AC. Okay,
Yeah, so
never
in
mind.
that case. So I'm just gonna have everybody give me a deck saving throw. Gizzard and Darcy who have advantage. DC's 15. Okay, so Darcy, you take 35 damage.
Uh-oh. Okay. Did you say that I get advantage?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you're around the corner. Gizzard takes the full 71.
I'm gone.
Okay, Gizzard is dead.
Really? What's
Huh?
your hit point total?
57.
How much?
57.
Wait. No, what is your maximum hit point total? We've had a nap and you haven't taken damage.
Wait a minute. Did I?
You
Messed this
you
up.
gained 2 levels.
You should have long rested.
Did you gain 2 hit die?
Yes.
Were they added?
Yes. No, I added them. Unless I added them wrong. Because the max
There's
HP was the same, but my temporary HP was higher, so I just made my max HP equal to what the temporary HP became after the levels.
Okay, yeah, that did it then, yeah. Okay. Oops, sorry, did not mean to move you.
What? Wait, what is your guys' health?
How did? Yeah, I've got like 142. How can you have 57? You
What?
should have 70 or 80.
His constitution is plus 2.
I mean, Boom had 54, and that's a character where Khan was his dump stat and was also the weakest hit die character.
Yeah, I've just been
Yeah.
doing what it's telling me when I do the level ups.
Yeah, we'll
Which is
probably
the
have
average
Yeah,
of the
we'll
die.
revisit that, I guess, after the session,
Yeah.
but for now, unfortunately, you're dead. All right, Judge, what about you?
Okay. Saving throw, dexterity, no.
I can't hear you.
advantage.
But all right, you take 71.
Hold on.
I'm holding.
So that's 18. No, 16. Sorry.
16. The DC was 15, so that would make you succeed. So you take 35.
Okay.
All right, and Earth Elemental.
Okay, let's see. What's the saving throw I'm rolling?
Dex.
Dex. Okay.
You want a DC 15 on your Dex.
That's probably not going to go too well. Oh wait, no, it was off of whatever is higher. Let's see, saving throw, normal.
Okay, you take 71.
Which is what I kind of expected.
All right, so I'm going to put a death marker on Gizzard, but I'm going to leave the token there so you can see Brosnan. So you notice the Gizzard died in the explosion. Darcy and Judge, you were hurt. The Earth Elemental, you should be hurt pretty bad from that, but you'd be alive.
Yeah, I was doing the math, but I'm up.
Yeah. So he's hurt pretty bad, but still alive. So what do you guys do?
Oh, looks like that took out more than just bug. Oh.
Yeah, with a plus.
Yeah, I don't
Actually,
know.
Were you randomly rolling for hit points, or did you?
No, I was
take
doing the average each time. I don't know what
Okay.
happened, but I'm doing the math right now, and it's clearly wrong.
Yeah, because with a +2 con and a D6 hit die, that should be 6 points per level. So you should have 84 hit points at max.
Actually, as
I have 2 levels of
sorcerer or
Warlock.
warlock.
Higher.
Yeah, those are D8s.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
has both.
but
He has two levels of Warlock and then
Yeah.
12 levels of Sorcerer.
Yeah.
right. But I was going with the sorcerer because that doesn't make it less. So yeah, that would be more like 86 hit points.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Yeah.
So are you sure that's
I've
what you
always
should
thought
have?
that I had an insanely low amount of
Okay.
hit points, and I was like,
Yeah, because I'm looking at the sorcerer here. Oh wait, no, actually it's a little higher than that because he gets the whole D6 at the first level.
yeah,
So it's 84, 86. It should be 88 is the math I've got.
that's what
All
I
right.
thought.
So
That's
what we'll do
8.
then
That's
is we'll make you alive. Go ahead and put your max to 88, and then subtract 71 and make that for your current hit points.
He should also have 2 points per level for his warlock because those are D8s instead of
Yeah,
D6s.
I already
right?
calculated that.
Read it.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no idea how it's got so low.
Well, that's fine as long as we got it fixed now. No problem. So it looked like Gizzard was going to die, but somehow he managed to survive with 11 hit points. All right. So what are you guys going to do? You're going to go back?
Well,
Yeah.
now I see what you mean about the pain from that.
Oh yes, it was not pleasant.
All right. So I'll be right back. I got to go deal with the dog. I'll be right back.
Shall we take
No.
just a few moments here to change back into our human selves before we step through the pantry?
Well,
The
there
house
is
has been
potentially
spared
more.
complete destruction.
There is potentially and the food, but it. Do you think you can get the other one in here? Because I am
I
not going
believe-
to.
I believe I can, but they're going to see me. The hand of judgment can grab it and move 60 feet.
Although you do have to find it first. That is an important consideration. Although
Yes,
you do
we
have the
believe it is
benefit of the closed door.
I believe you have the benefit of finding it. It sounds odd, but in your earth elemental form, do you not have tremor sense? Need you not
That
eyes to
is-
see?
That is true, but this is a very narrow corridor to try to fit through. Plus, that will be impossible to miss in the house.
Well, what else might have tremor sense or blind sight? Something that can see it without eyes.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, if Darcy can conjure animals, she may have something. Perhaps a snake of some sort. Several of them, perhaps.
What are you wanting me to conjure?
Some sort of creature with tremor sense.
You said a
Mm,
snake.
those
If you
cave
became a
spiders.
Ah, yes. Gizzard has a snake.
I do have a snake.
yes, but
I'm
can
kind
the snake
of been making the
communicate with us, or
assumption that
does
when you run around in dangerous situations or into people's houses, that you leave the snake back at home. Uh,
That is
Mainly
a fair assumption.
because I would expect you to be freaking out if you're taking this giant boa constrictor snake into their house.
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh,
Well,
realize
it's
it's
probably a spider. Let me think about that, Elite.
all right. Well, I think we should take 10 minutes or so here to back into humanoid form before we step out into their house. We still should get them to leave. I mean, if I am to grab the creature with a spell, then they will see me for who I am, and if they can simply be out of the house, as long
Well,
as
I'm
we can
sure we
get
can
it into
wait
the
the
mansion.
10 minutes.
Yeah, as long as we can get it into the mansion, then we can avoid the destruction of the house and the loss of life.
This is difficult. If I change away from this form, I cannot bring it back.
I understand this. Well, it has been hiding thus far. Do you think you can take an hour? We can rest a bit and convince them to leave for a while until we have got the second creature under control. Miss Darcy, I believe you would be particularly good at convincing them to go away. Perhaps.
Yes, I'm sure I can come up with something like, oh, if we do find one, will you sure you won't want to be in the house when it explodes? I'm
Something
sure
like
that will
that.
get them running.
Yes. So perhaps we can go out. We can reassure them that one of them is taken care of in humanoid form, of course. We
So are
can
you guys
take
going to
a
spend 10
hour.
minutes to change?
Yeah,
yes.
we're doing that as we're planning.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't think I have to change because I never did a big spell. I can just
Okay.
walk out
Okay. In that case,
and
yeah,
literally
I can
get them
see
to
the.
leave before you
Yeah.
guys scurry out.
Oh, if you must give them a few more gold mithna, I will pay you back. But anything to get them
I
out.
have to pay them to vacate their own home for their own safety? What
Just,
ridiculousness is this?
I said if you have to, not the guarantee. And if you have to, then I will pay you back.
I don't think I will have to pay them for their own safety.
All right. You are a
Ridiculous.
much better.
Humanity.
You are a much better uh, speaker than me. So yes, you will be doing this.
I would
All right.
try my best because I would
I
hope their
still
own
do not.
safety is payment enough.
Yeah. But I still do not see how taking a short rest after we exit here will be much of a problem. I mean, should give Mr. Cyclone in here a bit of a rest, and I could use a little bit myself. Um, perhaps,
Cyclonin, are you
perhaps that would be best.
changing or are you staying inside the mansion?
Right now, I'm staying inside the mansion. If we can basically take a short rest, I'm probably going to go ahead and burn some hit dice.
Yeah, that's what I
You
was
know,
thinking. If we go out there and get them to leave, we can take a 1 hour short rest. Darcy can play us a song of rest. We can get our extra bump on our hit dice, buff up a bit for our damage that we've taken, and then try and get that last thing into the mansion.
I'm going to start taking a short rest just in case.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I think we all are.
All right, so everybody's back
Where are
at the
they?
mansion. So what are you going to do? I mean, in the villa.
We can find the people.
All right, they are down in the main area, or the courtyard, I should say. And You can see Agla kind of get up and she goes, did you find something in the kitchen?
Yes. We were able to get one of them, but we believe there is one last one here in the house, and we do believe it is for your own benefit, maybe. You know, to go check on the fields.
We do believe for your own benefit, then you cut out.
To go check on the fields, and I just kind of look at Darcy, and because this guy right here is really stubborn.
You could go ahead and give me a persuasion check, Judge, or do you want Darcy to help first?
I didn't know if Darcy wanted to say anything better.
I am. I was letting you speak since you started.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh no,
ahead,
that
Darcy.
was really weak, and that was all I had. You can go, please. Maybe I assist you.
Considering the last one blew up a portion of your home with one of you in it, I believe it is for your own safety to vacate the premises until they have all been destroyed. Lest you be destroyed with them by accident.
All right, Darcy, go ahead and give me a persuasion check with advantage because the judge is helping you.
Yay! Persuasion. It's not like I'm an expert in that or anything. Plus 15.
Okay, so with your 28, Hyson stands up and says, Agla's been talking to me. And, she kind of convinced me that, her and Zatara, that some of this stuff might be real after all, so we'll head out. He looks at you, Judge, and says, you better not take nothing while we're gone, but we'll leave it in your hands. And he starts to leave. Agla walks up and she says, don't pay him no mind. He's just old and stubborn. Thank you. Thank you for everything. And then she heads out as well. So they all kind of start heading out.
Okay. Once they go ahead and leave, Judge will close that door.
And you guys are taking a short rest, right?
Yeah. Close
So I'm
that
going to
door.
advance an hour, so everybody do your short rest things.
Judge is going to sit down, eat some grapes. Let's see, features.
Yep, there's wine in the jugs, there's grapes in the bowl.
Nom nom.
Okay.
Oh, geez. I wonder what the Earth Elemental's hit dice are.
Fair enough.
D12.
Alright, so the hour passes. We'll go ahead and let Earth Elemental deal with his hit dice first before moving on, though. Gizzard, I see you're still low. You can spend hit dice if you haven't already to...
Yeah, I spent a bunch of them. I probably could have spent more, though, now that I think about it.
You only gained half back during a long rest, so I can understand being at least somewhat conservative.
Yeah.
So it looks like Darcy's doing a Song of Rest. So each creature gains 1d6 hit points, so Darcy, you can roll 1d6.
No, you get more than that.
Oh, 1d8. Fair enough.
You get 1d10.
Oh, yeah, 13 level, you're right. Cool. So
everybody...
Which incidentally,
no, that
rolled
was...
on a 1d6.
Yeah. Sucks. Womp womp.
It's better
now. Where's the temporary thingy for the short rest? Where'd you go? Roll. Yay! I get 13 back. Hooray!
You guys are definitely starting to feel a bit better after short rest. Gizzard's still bloody, though. You guys can tell just by looking at him.
I'm in pain.
All right, looks like I have to roll them manually, but it looks like large creatures have a D10. So, let's see. I'm just gonna do this then. Slash R 14 D10.
Ooh.
All of that, and it only gets me 62 points back. I mean, I'll take it. But that just gets me to 100.
It's funny though, you gain less back than you took as damage.
If instead of taking your short rest as an elemental, if you had changed back into your normal form, taken your short rest, and then went into elemental form again, then you would have gotten more back.
Yeah, but on the other hand, I now have this form and a backup form ready to go.
That is true. That is true.
All right, so your
Or
hour
two
passes.
non-elemental backup
You
forms.
relax. You have some wine and grapes, or at least those of you in the villa. So what do you guys do?
Oh wait, Darcy's thing gave also 3 hit points.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, but I don't think you were affected by that because you were in the mansion.
Yeah, you have to be able to hear it.
Oh, okay, you did that outside.
Yeah, they're all
Yeah.
inside in the courtroom in the villa.
We were expecting
okay.
you to come out because we want to monitor this room we think the other thing's in, so it doesn't leave or have to be more.
Yeah,
of a
their tokens are still in there, mainly because I didn't delete them since I know they're going to be coming back eventually.
All right. Well, in that case, I'll work my way out, squeezing through.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Let me go get you. Alright, so I'll move them. I'll just make them invisible. So that's clear. Copy you, make you invisible. Go back to the villa. Put you right there. We'll put you at the right height so you can see everything. And then pull you over. Alright, so you should be visible now. Can you see the inside?
The token doesn't have vision.
Okay.
Yeah, that didn't matter in the other map because, as far as I know, you just didn't turn on vision, given how simple it was.
Yeah, there was no point. Can you see now?
Yeah. Squeeze through. There's a lot of doors to maneuver through.
Alright, well, if you came in for the short rest, then you gained the 3 hit points then.
All right. Every little bit helps.
Alright, so your hour's passed. The people are gone. What do you do?
Let's close all these doors first.
Yeah.
I think we are going to struggle. I mean, you can try and search for it the hard way, but perhaps you could probably get it to come out using our sickening radiance.
All right, just a second. All right. We can check, right? Making sure that there are no other living things at all in the house. No pet cats or nothing.
Oh no, my pet goldfish.
Yeah.
One would hope that they consider that when we warn them to leave for their safety, but I suppose it doesn't hurt to check. Maybe check the outside of the house just to make sure that there is nothing too close to the wall.
Right. But yeah, we're just gonna do a quick rush, make sure there's no cats, goldfish, anything.
Yeah. Oh, and before this
Hamsters.
hour expired, I'm still feeling that ping in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, I believe I will have clearance on the outside all the way to the wall.
Perfect. Well, in that case,
Do you think we can chase it? Will it go where we want it to go, or are we going to have to grapple it into?
Here is my plan for that. I am going to be ready to catch it. And then once you cast a Sickening Radiance, if it tries to flee and gets close enough to me, I will grab it. So to that end, normally when we're doing stuff to initiate an encounter or initiative, it's usually some sort of attack roll. But are we able to do this where we start the initiative thing with me getting ready to catch something?
Sure, you're gonna like
Actually-
hold an action, and then somebody else can then initiate it.
I was going to say, yeah, we're actually going to initiate this with a saving throw, I believe.
Well, I wanted to be ready for this. I just wanted to make sure we don't end up in a situation where roll initiative. Oh, you didn't actually ready your action yet, so the thing you were specifically trying to prepare for can't happen. So
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, if you wanna go ahead
ready your action to grab it if it gets, or attempt to grab it if it gets in range. Here, let me turn on the grid.
So that'll be my plan. As soon as it gets close enough for me to grab, I'm going to try and grab it.
I'm just moving everybody a bit so they wind up on the grid.
All right. Anybody else want to be ready with anything?
I mean, I don't have anything that could like hold it in place. All I have are like
All right, so
damage.
ready to-
I can be ready with another hold monster.
So what I'm gonna have you
Things
guys
that
do is go ahead and roll initiative, just so that we can go right into combat as soon as Judge does his thing.
Yeah, the hold monster may help. I mean, might make it easier to pick up just in case I miss.
Good.
Oh wow, you guys lucked out. He's actually last, so even if you didn't get to hold your action, you would have still got to do something. All right, Judge, what are you gonna do?
All right, if everybody's ready to either shoot it or grab it, Judge will go ahead and open the door, and he will. Okay. Cast. Please make your template.
Question is, can you cast it in such a way that you aren't in the area?
That's actually pretty easy. He just has to back up.
A point I choose within range, so yes, I can put it right here.
Wait a minute. Didn't we
No,
determine that
goes
that's the
around.
walls?
It only goes around corners. It doesn't go through walls. So if you put it there, it's just
Oh,
gonna affect outside.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to move it. Right.
So yeah, so it's gonna be more
Basically, right at the.
more like that.
Yeah.
In that case, I'll be right there.
Technically, you're in that range. Is that where you're going to be when he casts it?
Actually, yeah, fair enough. I'll back up. This is. Yeah, because I still got room to. I've got reach, so the creature will still get within range.
Okay, fair enough. So he'll go ahead and make his saving throw, of course.
Surprise!
Active. So he'll go ahead and make a saving throw, which he makes. But as predicted, that is going to get him to move. However, he hasn't. He'll have to wait till his turn to move. So, Mr. Earth Elemental.
I'm just ready to grab the thing as soon as it comes through
your
that.
action again. All right, hit
Yeah.
turn and ready then.
Because I don't even see the thing.
All right, Judge. He's in the Sickening Radiance. He made his initial save. Let's see. I think if he starts his turn, he'll have to make another save, right? So he'll have another save coming up, but he hasn't come out yet.
All right. If I ready a spell and don't cast it, I lose it, right?
Yeah.
All right. In that case, I'm just going to ready an attack if it comes by, and I will go ahead and open this door.
All right.
Hopefully to guide it, if we can't catch
All right.
it.
Hit and turn and ready. All right, Gizzard, what about you?
I'm gonna move real quick. Can I see him from over here? Where is this man?
We're all holding actions because we can't see it yet either.
Then I'm gonna hold my action, and when I see him, I will go ahead and hold monster.
Okay. Hit enter and ready. Alright, Darcy. What are you gonna do?
Alright. Time to squash a boog. That crap.
I think you're gonna need a bigger shoe.
Alright. Gonna get out of this nonsense. I can't see it.
Nobody can see it. We're all holding actions.
Are we going to attack it while in still the villa, or are we just still trying to isolate it?
We might as
we're
well
trying to
attack it
catch-
as, because
Yeah.
I get the damage in while I'm moving it.
Okay.
Yeah, we're still going to try and get it into the mansion, but there is no reason why we cannot be beating on it the entire way there, just as long as it doesn't explode early.
Alright, yeah, I'm just gonna do my standard pew pew.
Okay.
Just in case humans come back from all the commotion, I can still be in like the humany form and be like, no, it's fine, don't come in.
Fair enough. Hit enter and ready.
Alright.
Okay, so the creature will make its constitution save again since it's starting its turn in there. It fails, so it takes 4d10 radiant damage and 1 level of exhaustion. So Judge, go ahead and roll 4d10 for radiant.
Come on.
I just have to write it down.
Well, that's not bad.
Alright, so 1 level of exhaustion. Let's see what that does. Disadvantage on ability checks. Okay, so not saving throws, not attacks. Got it. Alright, so it's going to fly, so it has 60 movement to fly. So everybody who's
Opportunity attack.
everyone take their opportunity attacks. So it's Judge, well, I guess we'll go ahead. Earth Element, actually, we'll start with you since you're the first one.
Yeah.
Actually, we'll let Gizzard go because he was preparing a spell that might make my job easier.
That
Alright.
I was.
Fair enough. Oh, yep.
D.
Go. Wisdom.
No getting drunk for Gizzard.
It made it, but just barely. All right.
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
I can bend his luck once again.
Yes.
Okay. Well, in that case, he fails. He's paralyzed.
Yes.
Perfect.
All right. Go ahead, Mr. Earth Elemental.
All right. Well, it gets a lot easier at this point. I just go ahead and pick it up.
Yep, you do so because he automatically fails strength checks.
I cancel the sickening radiance.
Say that again?
You might want to
I
keep
cancel
that up.
I might want to keep that up. You're going to burn yourself grabbing him, and everybody else. No, keep it up.
I am taking it out of there, and while that spell is in effect, notice how it glows.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay, yeah, I'll keep it up. In that case, yeah, my held action to attack, it never even got close enough to me.
Yeah, that's fair enough. So let's go ahead and do Darcy's real quick then. Darcy, go ahead and do your attack.
And actually, your held action still can apply.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I think Mr. Earth Elemental is going to stick him right in front of you to attack. But anyway, Darcy, do your thing.
Yeah.
I think you're muted.
Darcy, you still here?
Yes.
You have your opportunity attack. I mean, not your held action attack. Remember, you held your action for when you get to see the creature, or you see the creature?
Yeah, Eldritch Blast, I think.
Yes.
First one hits, second one misses, third one misses. So one hits.
Actually, since it's
Okay.
Oh no, you
incapacitated,
have advantage. I forget. He had. Oh, he can't. No, you have advantage. So sorry about that because he's paralyzed now. I forgot about that.
If we can
Ooh.
get him into, if we can get him into the mansion quick enough, just Tim and me will be done.
All right, the last one.
Okay. So
Dang.
so what is that? 3. All right.
And
You got that crit in there, so don't forget that.
yep. Whee! Hooray!
Yeah, 17.
I think that's all I can do.
You guys have noticed by now that these guys have about half as many hit points as the first one you fought.
Okay.
these must be less ready. Anyway, taking advantage of my held action, I go ahead and swing the thing right out in front of Judge. That'll be parked here.
All right, Judge, do your held action attack.
Ready? Are we sure we want to go through all of these before we get into the mansion? Because as long as it stays paralyzed, I can pop it in one hit.
The last one did not stay paralyzed for very long.
True.
It gets to try to break out of it on its turn.
Yeah, that's why I was hoping you would spend most of your time moving to the.
I will,
mansion.
but why
Okay.
not get the damage in while you can?
That's true.
You
Wait,
have advantage.
don't these count as automatic crits?
If you do hit,
Because
yes,
I am within
it's
5
an
feet.
automatic crit.
Okay.
But only if you're within 5 feet.
I am within 5 feet.
I know you are. I'm just saying, just spelling it out just so everybody knows.
Okay. All right. And wait, so an automatic crit? Oh no, that's just for damage. So
Yeah. So just when you roll damage, just hit the crit button.
player damage. And wait a second. Oh, Certos damage. Sorry.
All right. That's a lot of damage. Really taking advantage of
Yeah.
that grapple thing. All right. Mr. Sullivan.
Do I get both attacks with the held action?
You get the attack action, so I believe that's true. Yes.
Okay. In that case, attack.
Okay. You hit.
29 hits.
So another 23.
And that's it.
All right. Cyclone, you can finish your turn.
Yeah. Or start it rather. The grabbing it was still part of the held
Yeah,
action.
fair enough. But
Yeah.
anyway, it's your turn. What are you gonna do?
Okay, so I'm gonna try and move real fast here. So I'm gonna invoke feline agility for this. So let's see, 5.
If it's paralyzed, are you actually at half movement since
No,
it's
he can move with full movement because it's a small creature and he's large.
Okay.
And oops, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Whoops. 40.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna open the magnificent mansion and go in.
All right. Let me move these guys out of the way. Move that one out of the way. Paste you there. And I guess you would be there. So I'm just shoveling everything around, but I'll move you near in a second. All right. Pull the scene. Do you see the scene?
Yeah. 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. I'm basically just taking the dash action to get this thing all the way to the center of the room. Actually, I'm going to just go all the
If
way
you
to the
wanted
far
some
end of
ex-
the room and put the
if you
creature
wanted
as
s-
close to the... Yeah.
If you wanted some extra movement, you can chuck it. Dwarf tossing.
That's fair enough. I don't really want to let go of it. Actually, I'll be a little bit back, holding it kind of at full arm's distance.
Okay.
And I think that's going to be it for my turn.
Fair enough. So let's
Not on the combat tracker in this room.
yeah, this just due to that works, but I'm going to switch to the other room for now. All right. Pull to scene. All right, Judge. It is now your turn.
All right. I am going to obviously give chase. I am activating Blade Song as an ability. Come on.
Don't ignore that. I just deleted the creature since another map.
All right. Okay, that gives me extra 10 feet of movement. I'm going to run. 5 feet. 10 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay,
30
so you're
feet
gonna dash.
actually. Yep.
Okay,
30 feet actually gets me to right.
All right,
to
let me
the
move you
door
to the
there.
map.
Okay.
Let's see. And then Judge can just go there, and we can just make him visible. Judge, I am going to pull you to the scene. You should be able to see the scene again.
Yep. Okay. And my dash action 5, 10, 15.
Not come any
20.
closer if you can help it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go around the corner.
Yeah. I will
But-
go around the corner. I can't come up to right here and shut the door. Or no, you need it open, don't you?
No, shutting it's fine.
Okay.
But try to stay out of the blast.
The blast is larger than the entire area.
Is it? What was the radius on it?
80.
80?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get
Oh.
hit unless I'm outside the door, so I'm good here. And that was my dash action, so I can't.
Yeah, I showed it as 60 last time, but it was 80. That's what we did outside. It's just I forgot. Yeah. Anyway, it's 80.
Okay.
So we're gonna get hit, but we can mitigate that the best we can. That was my dash action, so I cannot perform a regular action.
So one thing you do know is that the people who are around the corner got advantage in their saving throw. So if you're out of sight, if you're around the corner, that'll give you advantage.
Oh,
Alright,
so instead I should have just come to here.
Probably
But
back
that was
here,
still a
so
dash
you're
action.
actually out of sight. Yeah.
Well, no, I want to still be able to see it for my next action.
Okay, fair enough. All right, back to the villa.
If you can damage it so I can finish it off, you can have time to hide around the corner.
Yeah, I don't have a bonus action attack at range.
All right, Gizzard, it's your turn. What are you gonna do?
I'm talking more about not doing enough damage to kill it.
Ah,
Are
okay.
you guys good in there alone? Finishing it off?
Yes, I understand. We are. Thank you
Okay.
very much. You have been of great assistance with with what you have already done. You
Yeah.
have helped so
Then I'm
much.
just gonna hang out here outside and let you guys do
Fair
your
enough.
work.
And
Yeah.
turn that. All right, Darcy, what are you gonna do?
Well,
It's perfectly valid to stay out there too. You know it's gonna boom soon.
yeah. I'll just wait. I'll wait it out.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, no. I had my object interaction, right? So I was able to close the mansion door.
Sure. If that's what you want to do.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna go and pull the observer then. All right, so what I'm gonna go ahead and do is, I believe you had. How do I edit this initiative? I know there's a way to do it. Whatever. I'm just gonna roll for you. We know you two were first. Oh yeah, you can't edit it until you do it. Okay, good. It just wound up that way. Fantastic. All right, Judge. So it's your turn. What are you gonna do?
All right. I want to try an experiment. It is automatically going to fail a dexterity saving throw.
Yes.
I am going to try an experiment.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and roll damage.
If it's disintegrated, there's nothing left to explode. I hope.
Good idea. Go ahead and roll. See what happens.
Does it not? It does get an automatic critical, or no?
No, because you're not within 5 feet and it's not a melee attack.
Okay.
But you did 74 points of damage. You didn't need a critical. And it did indeed disintegrate. There was no explosion.
Woo!
That's a pretty smart idea.
Well, that was delightfully anticlimactic.
Yes, yes, it was. I'm very glad that worked. I tried it earlier on the other one, but I missed.
All right. Well, that being the case, I'm going to go ahead and dismiss the elemental form and come back in as Cyclonin.
Alright, so is everybody going back to the villa?
Yes.
Alright, so let me get everybody visible. Some of you are hidden and whatnot.
And I do drop concentration. That don't have to.
Oh, okay, yeah, let me deal with that. I gotta make Cyclonin reappear, or Cyclonin, yeah, here we go. So, Cyclonin, you're there. Oh, sorry, Cyclonin, I have to put you on the right thing. There you go.
What do you mean? I like being on the roof.
Alright, can everybody see?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Well done, Giza. Your paralysis prevented allowed Judge to disintegrate the creature, preventing an explosion.
Wonderful.
Yes, that was very clutch.
Very good.
Well, I'll just give these the 10 minutes. I need to change back into normal form.
And I'll do 10 minutes for the combat and do all that fun stuff. So it's now about 2 o'clock.
I will, as we're waiting that 10 minutes, because I got to change back to, we will dismiss the Magnificent Mansion. We don't need them wondering why their pantry is so big. And
Fair enough.
yeah.
Yeah. After the 10 minutes, I'm going to go in and I'm going to start sifting through the rubble and start doing the whole 3D puzzle that is this corner wall.
Alright, so it'd be down here then. But
Oh,
yeah, I got
sorry.
the idea.
Yeah, basically start mending it.
Okay, so let's see what I will do for that. I guess a perception check just to make sure you get all the pieces and perception or investigation will work.
Oh, Judge can do that pretty good too. I can help.
All right. Well, in that case, I will take the, let's see, perception, roll out at advantage.
All right, yeah, with the 22, you do manage to piece together all the pieces.
All right.
And so you're going to do mending?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
so it's basically a bunch of different pieces and kind of shoring up the wall and the and everything. So before you start, I'll say it'll probably take you about half an hour to do.
yep, that makes sense.
Okay.
And I'll probably be trying to do as much of this from the outside as possible. I want to be visibly seen repairing their structure as they come back.
Fair enough. So during
I
that
don't
half
know if
an
they will
hour,
come back until we get them.
Darcy, that Judge, and Cyclonin are busy. Darcy and Gizzard, what are you two doing?
Well,
I guess I'll go and see if I can find where the peoples went.
yeah, I will join you.
Let's see. So what I'll probably say is, if you go outside, you would see them kind of coming back up the road.
Yeah, which actually, I'm going to go around since I did say I was trying to work on this mainly from the outside.
All right. Cool.
I have a really dumb question before they get back.
Sure. What's up?
These are a bunch of pieces. We're trying to fit them together, trying to set it all up. What would happen if I were to say animate a bunch of the small objects to have them go up into place so that we can cast mending.
Yeah, I would say that would work. It would still take a while, but we'll say that cut maybe 10 minutes off. So you want to you make it 20 minutes instead of 30. Do you want to do that?
Sound good to you, second one?
Sure, as long as I don't get my fingers pinched.
No, they will be careful. All right, hold on a second. Here we go. Down, down, down.
Cool. All right, so you work on that from your both your different angles, and just as you're finishing, Gizzard and Darcy, you notice the various people coming back, the old couple and Epizelos and Sotera. The other one you guys still haven't seen in quite a while. Mr. Telemon. You have no idea where he is. So as they kind of come up, Sotera kind of comes up ahead of the older couple and seeing you out on the porch, says, are there any more creatures?
I think we're good.
I step away. We believe that we have managed to capture them all and destroy them. Fortunately, our method for trapping them did seem to work. It is not 100% reliable, as Epizelos can attest to, so we could not guarantee that there would not be any further damage. But we managed to avoid that, and as you can see, we are well on our way to repairing the damage that is there.
As you're talking about that, you notice that Hesaton is kind of making his way. Actually, they're both kind of making their way over to where the damage is, and they're kind of heading over there, and Epizelos is kind of walking up with Sotera, and just kind of looking kind of stressed and a bit flabbergasted. And once Hesaton gets to the end, he kind of sees the signs of the explosion. You can see him looking at the ground, all the scorch marks, and the epicenter is still there, and you can see signs like some of the dust and everything. But it's like, so this looks fine. I thought you said I see the signs of an explosion, but it looks fine. And then Sotera walks up and says, "Grandfather," she gasps, says, "I was in that wall. It was not fine earlier. I don't know how they fixed it so fast, but it was decidedly not fine." And Outlaw puts her hand on his shoulder and says, "You're gonna have to let this one go." And he looks at her and is like, Thanks, I guess. And then you see him just head inside.
Well, there is some good news for you. In addition to the creatures, you will find your crops will be much more lush by this time tomorrow.
Really?
I thought the old man did see the damage as he left the house.
Oh yeah, he would have seen it, but he's ignoring that. It's like, thank you for all you've done. The old man is stubborn, but I can see that you were sent by the gods. So you have my thanks, and give them my thanks as well.
Well, today you have been blessed by the few among the many. And there are more blessings yet to be had.
Well, I am afraid I need to get inside and deal with the old man, but you have my thanks. I would. Is there a reward you wish? Is there something I can do?
That is not necessary. Just be sure to remain vigilant. We do not know how many more of those creatures could, show up in the future. We are pretty confident that we have found all the ones that are an immediate threat. But, it is like the common ant. You think to get rid of them and then they come back. And I fear that they found this place inviting enough that it may cause them to return, but we will remain vigilant as well. I do have a question, though. As far as, why am I... do you have any idea where Telemon would be likely to flee to?
Perhaps to one of the fields, one of the secondary buildings, perhaps, or if he's feeling really grouchy, even perhaps. No, he wouldn't do that. No, he must be around somewhere.
Well, I will track him. I
He
mean,
wouldn't do
ever...
what?
You cut
He
out.
wouldn't do what? What would
Finish
you
what you're
think?
saying?
He wouldn't do what? What would you think?
Oh, I was saying that he wouldn't leave us again.
Leave you again? He has left before to go where?
Yes, he was stressed at the time. I don't even remember, but he left us, after a few weeks he returned and resumed his job. So, but that was years ago, and he's been happy. And the other man told him that if he did that again, he would have no job to return to. He needs his job. I don't think he would do that again.
Well, we will find him and make sure he was okay. The situation was quite stressful, and he was raving about dark magics. So,
Well, when the other hands return, I'll have them go out and search for him.
telepathically to the others, I'm going to say that... Where is Judge? Oh, he's probably still inside.
Yeah, I was fixing on the inside. You were fixing on the outside.
Mm-hmm. Well, telepathically to everybody, I am going to say that is something that I am concerned about with Telemon. Given that he is not as mobile, and then he's having disappeared inexplicably for a few weeks. While he did allow us access to the orchard, I wonder if he was tending to these creatures somehow.
Oh.
Yeah, troubling thought. Too bad
I
they
think
do
we
not
should
know
find...
where he went for a few weeks. He did leave.
No, but we can follow his trail right now. I think we best keep tabs on him.
Excellent idea. I have no eyes in the sky. Perhaps if anybody is a better at tracking.
Windwalk is still active, but I'm gonna, since I'm following footprints, I want to stay on the ground.
Oh, yeah. In that case, Judge can go ahead and take Windwalk, and he will be able to fly up above doing laps around to see if he can see somebody running through the fields from high up, and Closodith can track from below, I guess.
All right. In that case, I guess we'll start with Cyclonin. So you're tracking?
Yes.
All right. So one thing I'm going to do real quick is, since you guys are going to do all this stuff outside, I'm going to take you outside, Judge, and I'm going to put everybody on the ground. So you're outside of the structure. We can always go back in later if you want. Pazillos is still there, so that's fine. We'll do that. And we're at the ground level. All right, so Cyclone, go ahead and give me your tracking, your survival.
All right.
All right, so that is good enough. You do see he's kind of walking along this path, and he's kind of following this path. So, what do you do from there?
Yep, gonna go ahead and continue to follow it.
He then he went off the path and seemed to go this way.
All right, gonna go ahead and follow along that way.
And then finally, he kind of went to this wall and south, and then eventually the tracks end right in front of the gate, which is not a gate at the moment. So let me fix that. Why are the walls not working? Let me get rid of that. Okay, there we go. So that would be a door, but it is currently locked. So you
I'm
find
gonna
the
try
gate,
the key.
but it is currently locked, and the key you have doesn't seem to work.
Well, not a problem. Let's go ahead and climb over the wall.
All right, fair enough. You have a climbing speed, right?
Yeah.
All right. So let me go ahead and make a check real quick. All
Did
right.
I
Oh,
spot
I
an
did not
eye in
mean
the
to make
sky?
that check as you, but the bonus was correct. Anyway, so you look around, you don't see anybody.
Gonna try
Was
and
I
pick
able
up
to
Fletch.
All right, go ahead and
Was
give
I-
me a another survival skill. Oops, wrong one.
Apparently, Judge is trying to ask something.
Was I able to see anything from being up in the sky looking down?
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay. Come on. Come on.
And yeah, Cyclone, go ahead and give the survival.
Okay.
All right, so you do pick up his tracks. He is going this direction. Unfortunately, Judge, you're flying around, but you're not having any luck finding out or spotting him anywhere. Anyway, the tracks seem to go over in this direction, and then they stop around here.
I'm gonna go ahead and look around.
All right, go ahead and give me a perception check then. You're looking around, but you're not spotting him. He's definitely it definitely stopped at the tree. So your best guess would be the most obvious thing is potentially he's climbed into the tree and is hiding somewhere in the leaves.
Mm-hmm.
But he's apparently fairly good at it.
Elamon, it is safe to come out now.
You hear nothing.
I have a sneaking suspicion about this. All right. I'm gonna come back over to the gate. Try. Can I open it from this side?
Yes.
All right.
There was basically a bar that was blocking it from being open, which you just kind of lifted up out of the way.
Judge, I followed his trail to a tree, but I do not see him in there. I fear that my concerns may have become reality.
As mist, I can just fly up into the tree, kind of swirling around in there to see if there's anything close.
Fair enough. So, Cyclona, do you take him to the tree?
Yeah. So I'll lead him over here.
All right, fair enough. So if you go around as mist, you do eventually find him quite well hidden among the leaves, fairly high up in the tree, about 20 feet up.
Okay. As mist, I cannot interact with anything at all, right, Dave?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you got to spend a minute to change.
All right. Well, he's hiding up in the tree. I'm going to come down behind the trunk of this tree and take a minute. And then once that's done, I will come over here and just kind of nonchalantly point at the exact spot he's hiding in.
All right, I'd look where Judge is pointing.
Yeah, you can spot him now once Judge points him out. But he obviously doesn't realize that you've spotted him yet because obviously it was just missed. So he. Anyway, what do you do?
Delamon, why do you not answer?
He doesn't say anything.
I can see with my own eyes.
He looks at you and he starts climbing down the tree. And eventually makes his way out. And
how does he do, given the his?
He struggles. It takes him a good 5 minutes to get down the tree, but he goes slowly and carefully and reaches the bottom. Your kind has dark magic. What do you want?
Well, call that magic what you will, but our interest is in keeping people alive. That should include you.
Yeah, that's what you want us to think. Till your evil designs come true. I know your kind.
Do you now?
The charlatans. Those that trick the weak-minded to believe their lies. I know you're lying to me.
So I take it you're more interested in the new gods?
I don't know what you're talking about.
There has been a great deal of talk that the old gods are dead and that the new ones are rising to take their place.
People only believe that because of you showing them the dark magics. You would not have those magics if the old gods wielded it. So they believe them dead. I think they just don't care. They've abandoned us.
Well, given the circumstances, it is fair to believe that. Taking a look at him, what's my kind of analysis of his health, given his slow mobility? Is it just old age, or is he actually got like an injured limb or something?
Go ahead and give me a medicine check. But beyond whatever the medicine check tells you, you do know he has an injured limb because he showed you the cut, or you saw the cut earlier that he got from the one of the parasites. But due to your medical check, yeah, there's definitely something wrong with him beyond that. You can see that he's a bit feverish. You can see he's sweating more than he should. He has some weird. If you look at his chest, you can see that it's clothed, of course, but you can see kind of weird little bumps and stuff underneath. So you're not sure what it is, but there's definitely something seriously wrong. If anything, it kind of reminds you of certain kinds of insects that lay eggs in people, and then eventually they hatch out. It kind of reminds me of something like that.
You do not seem to be feeling at all well. How were you feeling before you were bitten by that creature?
I was fine. Everything was fine until that creature came around. And then you people came, and I saw the dark magics, and I saw that the people saying that gods don't care is true. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here.
Don't you think
If you're trying to talk louder, I can hear you.
Do you not think that if the gods didn't care, we wouldn't be here? You said yourself, we wield the dark magics of the gods. Not so dark, I think.
I saw it for myself. It was dark. You aren't. You don't wield the power of the gods. You wield the power of demons. I see you for what you are.
Be that as it may. I'm going to go ahead and cast Lesser Restoration on him.
Go ahead and bring that up just so I can read it real quick. Okay. You cast that on him, and you see that as you do so, some kind of pus kind of comes out of his chest and kind of leaks to the ground, and he kind of collapses for a moment. And then you can see wriggling on the ground some small larvae-like creatures that was clearly inside of his chest, and you can see them wriggling in the grass. And the guy is breathing heavily, and then he looks at you and he says, he holds his chest, which closes up again afterward, and he says, "What did you do? You used your dark magics on me? I feel so much better. What price do I have to pay?"
Oh, the only price is your good health, which you are free to enjoy.
Judge is going to scoop up that little wriggling larvae in a little jar of some sort.
That's a good idea.
Okay. Well, with powers like yours, it's not like I can do anything. I would thank you were you not demons for my health. And then he starts walking away.
Yeah.
Demons don't heal people, but some people will never learn.
Well, maybe one day he will come to understand, but I do feel that we have dodged a catastrophe here. It seems that he could have been the next one to turn into potentially multiple parasites, given what you found there.
Yeah, and it is also a good thing we have found out that complete destruction is helpful.
Indeed. Let us go find the others. We need to report our findings. And I think we need to get ready to begin traveling to Catanese in the morning.
Yes. Well, depending, we can travel there tonight and have a nice.
So you can see that Epizalos winds up going over to talk to Telamon, and you can hear that Epizalos is telling him, about all the good things you did, and talking to him about the explosion and the roof and saving, saving Sotera and so on, and Telamon clearly calling you out demons, trickery, it's all part of their plan, etc.
I believe he might still be under the effects of whatever.
All right, so you guys reconvene at the steps. Is there anything else you want to do or talk about before you leave? Because once you leave, I think we'll go ahead and end the session.
Basically, I think we're done here. There is one thing I want to do because the idea is we'll be taking a long rest to go ahead and prepare for the next day. So I'm going to spend the rest of the day somewhere in the vicinity casting the ritual version of plant growth that enriches the plants so that I can fulfill that promise I gave a little earlier.
Okay, so you guys are going to spend some time around here and then head back to where are you going after this?
Well, we'll go to Cepazes to rest for the night, and then we'll probably travel in the morning.
Okay, so we'll what I'll do then is so you guys do that, and then you travel to Cepazes, and then you'll rest there, and then
I think Tyler's got something he wants to do.
we'll start from there.
There is something I would like to try. If we're going to spend 8 hours just resting and relaxing while Cyclonin does that, that gives me 8 hours to try out something new.
Okay. What are you trying to do?
Project image. create an illusionary copy of myself that lasts.
You have to speak louder.
I create an illusionary copy of myself that lasts for the duration. The duration is 1 day. The copy can appear at any location within range that I have seen before, regardless of intervening obstacles. The illusion looks and sounds exactly like me, but is intangible. If the illusion takes any damage, it disappears. But I can use an action to move the illusion up to twice its speed and make it gesture, speak, and behave in whatever way I choose it to mimic my mannerisms. It'll mimic my mannerisms perfectly. I can see through its eyes and hear through its ears as if I were in its space. And on my turn as a bonus action, I can switch back and forth from my senses to its senses.
Okay.
It has a range of 500 miles.
But it has to be a place you've been to before, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I would like to project image to the Oracle Library.
Fair enough.
Maybe not in the library, be on the outside of the library to meet a guard. I can see through its eyes, hear through its ears. I can tell it I'm intangible. Tell them that I'm intangible. But yeah, I want to appear in the Oracle. I've got 8 hours.
Okay. Appear as an image in front of the Oracle. As you do so, she takes it calmly. She seems to be able to tell that it's not real, but she still speaks to it and says, well, Judge, what can
Hello.
I do for you?
Well, I am an image, as you can tell, but I was wondering if I could get access to the library for a few hours. It seems that I have some time, and this is an excellent use of my time, I believe. If you would be willing, someone could allow me into the library, and I can speak with the librarian there, and perhaps she can assist me with reviewing a few books and such, perhaps.
We can do so, but obviously anything that requires money, you will need to be here in person.
I understand this. And is there any possible way that I can be paying you in the future when I arrive in person? A very small line of credit, but I believe I have given quite a bit to build my my good graces.
You can make a deposit once you're here next, but I'm afraid I cannot extend you credit.
You do have time to rush over there, give the deposit, and come back.
Can I do that in with Windwalk, and then be still back here with you guys?
Yeah, how long will that take, Dave?
18, we'll just call it a 20 to make it 40. So about 80 minutes is the round trip.
All right, so
Okay,
yeah, sounds
80
like you
minutes.
could do that. So you could show up, pay, and then go back. So how much do you? How much are you paying?
All right, I'm pulling up my inventory now. Here it is, my small lockbox, money pouch. I will deposit with the Oracle for my future use 1,000 gold mithna.
Okay. All right, so yeah, they're willing to help you out then. So we'll subtract that 80 minutes. We'll round it down to 60 just to make it easy. So you have 7 hours to do whatever it is you're going to do.
Okay, and I can't find it right now in my notes, but I have the name of the head librarian because I was flirting with her earlier.
Okay.
Anyway, I asked her. I don't remember her name. So, considering this unique situation, it is more of an experiment. I was wondering if you would be able to help me with the fetching of books and turning of pages.
Well, I can get some. I can get someone to do that for you. And then she has
Excellent.
a younger person, a younger boy who works in the library come and help her with that.
Thank you so much. I sincerely hope this is going to work perfectly. Now, since I can switch back and forth between my vision and my image's vision as a bonus action, what I can do is be in the library, read a bit, go back to me, write in my spell book, go back to the library, read a bit, go back to me. I can do that back and forth.
Yeah,
That
so
way
what
I
I'll
can
do is
start
going
learning
back and forth
spells.
does slow you down. So I'll say when you're doing it this way, it takes basically an hour and a half to do an hour's worth of whatever. Assuming
Okay.
it's spell related and all that. If you're just reading,
Yeah.
then that's not the case.
Okay.
So yeah, if you want to spend, just add an extra half to it. So if you want to spend 2 hours doing something worth of stuff, it takes you 3 hours of time.
Okay. In that case, I will do that. Let me write this down. And I am going to. All right, hold on. Let me close that. Pull that up. Move that over.
And watch
Like
out
that.
for
Okay.
nap. Other than going back to some pages to sleep, is there anybody else doing anything before the session?
Nope, I'm not.
So everybody can take their
yeah.
long rest stuff then.
Okay. I am not going to use my magical secrets thing right now, but I am going to try to learn a spell. They can take the money out. I'll subtract it, and let's see here, a times 1.5. Hold on. Clear. Equals 7 hours. Okay, so I will attempt to learn 1 5th level spell, and if I can do that with my project image, then I don't have to worry about constantly making everybody go to the oracle. I could do it like when we have time like this.
Yeah,
So
with
this
the
is
caveat that
great.
it takes you an extra 50% longer, then it works. Yeah.
Okay.
So how much money do you spend?
Cool. Let's see here. A 5th level spell, clear. 5 times. 250 Mithna.
Okay.
So that's
No problem.
25 gold Mithna. So go back down to my lockbox.
So you have 2,750 Mithna in your thing.
Wait, no, that was 1,000 gold Mithna, and I just
it's
used
10,000. So 10,000
Okay.
minus 250 is 9,750. I converted it
oh,
to
9,000. Okay, 9,700.
Yeah, so you had 1,000 gold Mithna, which turned into 10,000 Mithna, right? And then 10,000 Mithna minus 250 Mithna equals 9,750 Mithna. Right?
700 and
Yeah, sounds right to me.
okay. I'm just typing it into my money pouch here. Okay. All right. I will transfer my 1 spell, and yeah.
Cool.
If this
So-
works, this can be so cool.
Yep, so we'll go ahead and end the session there. And go ahead and stop the